see the Lotus unfurl.
As a Lotus unfold. Astrea would most likely be standing and reading a book while trying to grab the drink that she has just thrown up in the air just for sports.
Yeah, transitioning us nicely to June.
Yeah, I guess Jin would be running along some rooftops, and flashing back to that siege with the Titan, just pelting a whole lot of Eldritch Blasters at it while dodging attacks from it.
Yeah, nice. Kind of sort of panning around like Jerry.
Jerry?
Yeah, my mic was muted.
No problem.
Probably hitting a piece of armor against his anvil and hammer. And when the camera it peeks through the door to see what he's doing, he just lifts his head and throws the sword at it, and the camera moves back.
Hurriedly spinning around to find Grovard, someone we haven't actually seen in Toto before, but I wonder if that's where we'd see him.
Yeah, it would just be like I'd be in Toto, and then it would be like the special wings spread out, and I just swipe the screen. It'd be more like that, like a screen wipe. That's all. So, like a screen wipe.
Wasn't taking us on to Sakura.
Oh, already? Okay. She would be I guess, doing tea for the samurai. When she sees the camera, she just chucks splashes tea on it, and it goes to the title screen, I guess. Sounds like her.
Yeah. That's perfect. Sorry, Grovard, did I cut you off there?
No, I cut myself off. Mine wasn't that descriptive. That was it. That was it.
Yeah,
it was just a screen swipe. Yeah.
No, that's cool. I like that the idea of that Grovard was in that scene. Just we like on the other side of the city, so they didn't actually get to meet him at that point.
Yeah.
But anyway, last week after defeating the Sea Fury, the party regrouped around the newly hatched eggs and Jerry had managed to calm the dragon turtle wormlings as the group debated what should be done with them. Meanwhile, June and Elias went to investigate a second pirate crew who were busy looking into the shipwrecks and looting it, as Elias identified that the ships belonged to the Shearer Corporation, and the pair convinced the pirates to let them inspect their haul. What they had collected amounted to a small dragon's hoard, not the usual trade goods Elias might have expected, and the pirate captain Winfoot of the Waterwalkers was then allowed to continue his looting. Returning to the party, they explained that what the pirates had found, prompting the Black Parrot bandits and the Shearer Corp samurai to start swarming the ship and begin arguing over the loot. Sakura, seeing her chance, transformed into her fox form and assumed her place in June's arms. The pair then approached and attempted to unite the looters under the guise of Akame and her priestess. The looters were not convinced until a booming voice emanated from the head of the dead dragon turtle, warning them to listen. And this thaumaturgy trick from Astrea immediately changed their minds, convincing the looters to work together and split the loot as suggested by Sakura, referring to her only as Kami-sama. She even convinced them to give some money to the poor in Kunasa, which they reluctantly agreed to. But as the pirates and samurai got to work, the party gathered to help the dragon turtle wormlings into the sea, and there they watched them disappear beneath the waves after imprinting on Jerry and Grovard, hoping one day to see them again. And yet the mission was not yet over, as very little evidence of the Shearer boys' presence could be found on the shipwrecks. though he was supposedly part of that same fleet, and it seemed like his ship wasn't there. They would need to continue the investigation further upshore, so the party made their way closer to the gigantic figure that Jerry had spotted upshore, revealing it to be the body of a kraken. Another deceased creature of legend, surrounded by a few more shipwrecks from the same fleet, and as they approached, more undead sea creatures and hags from the depths crawled from the kraken's gaping maw, shambling towards the party. A fight ensued, and the party made quick work of the dead, fighting their way all the way into the kraken's mouth and continuing on into its bowels. A humanoid scream echoing from within, which I think Elias recognized as that of the Shearer boy. And there, beside dead whales and broken ship parts inside the stomach, stood a strange-looking dragonborn who was glaring up at a broken figurehead to which that boy was sort of tied and busy screaming bloody murder. His eyes are kind of glowing yellow as the dragonborn turns to look at you all. As you've entered the kraken's stomach, what would you all like to do?
Hey, Elias, is this the guy you're after?
Yes. Yes, it is. The man tied to the rope, not the other gentleman or lady.
Thing. Yes.
Yes.
How are we going to get over there? All I see is a huge river of yucky stuff in the way.
Well, I think we have more pressing issues, and I turn towards, like, it's a dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just turn to him and, hello. May I ask what you are doing here on this fine evening?
He slowly just looks you all up and down, and he goes, well,
Oh,
I was about to ask you the same thing. I am Zhongxi. Who are
I
you?
am looking for that man.
This
Sorry,
one
say
here?
again? I was rudely interrupted. Yes,
Yeah,
that is my man.
Well, it seems your man has some, questions I would like answers to. Do you speak for him? And he is currently screaming, like he looks like he's just lost his mind. He looks like he's having some sort of a breakdown. So it's kind of hard to actually hear each other through this cavern over his scream.
Can I roll an Arcana on that? That seems like magic based with the glowing eyes and stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, I hope you'll forgive him for not quite giving me any answers now. He seems to be in a lot of distress, if you can't quite tell.
Yes. And so will you be if you don't begin answering my questions, boy. And he just starts turning and walking along this mast that he's standing on, just taking 2 steps forward, and you can see he's holding these magic items that seem to be made from the sea itself, like shells and things all coiled around the staff in his hand. You can see some very interesting things going on there, but you can give me an insight check, actually, all of you, as you see him approaching.
Okay, and that's a 29 on Arcana.
Game's still loading.
Cool, yeah. Okay, no worries.
Oh, never mind. Someone else's die helped me out. Thank you for whoever ran it in
Well,
line. It was a 3. It turned into an 8.
I am almost in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, what you guys will see so far, you can give that check once you get in. But Sakura, you specifically notice with that Arcana check that, yeah, the guy that is screaming up there, he definitely seems to be under some sort of a charm effect, or like maybe some kind of a poison, maybe. But it's definitely, he seems to have taken something that's driven him mad, and you can see that especially by the fact that his eyes are glowing yellow, and it doesn't look like that's a natural thing for him. However, the rest of you will also make the connection between that same glowing yellow and the magic coming off of this dragonborn, and it's pretty easy to see that it is that dragonborn doing that to the guy up there. It seems like he was interrogating him before he walked in here. And Elias, you specifically, you realize that the way he's tied to that ship, like, it doesn't look like he was tied there by the dragonborn. It looks like he's been here for a while. That is something that has been done to many a Shira Corp member, just sort of as a punishment, is to hang them off the front of their ships. And it looks like he was enduring such punishment and somehow ended up in the stomach of this kraken.
Can I see if his screams are that of pain or like physical pain or distress?
Yeah, with that insight, you can tell it's fear. He seems to be like in a nightmare, like a feverish, just, yeah, it's fear.
Okay, well, then to the Dragonborn. I can't say I heard your last question if you have asked me one, but however, I'll tell you, yes, I am more than happy to answer whatever questions you may have to the best of my ability. On the condition we get our man back, is that acceptable?
I believe so. I've no use for this little twerp, but it is not often I am approached by surface dwellers. And he just like peers over at trying to get a good look at everyone in the cabin, and you see him frowning as if trying to figure out, like, you've brought children into the stomach of a kraken. First question, who are you people?
Children?
Sakura's kind of like you should answer June's question first. June's like, children where?
Well,
I kind of
I will
assume
say-
she's talking about Sakura. So she kind of like glares at her and says, I'm 16 in 3 days. I'm not a kid.
What? I just turned to. Well, I am an investigator for a company, and I am investigating a missing incident report, and that is that missing person. I'm certain the rest of my colleagues can introduce themselves fairly fine.
Yeah, he just waves a hand in the air. He doesn't seem interested in any more introductions as you say that. He just says, I see. It seems we have both come looking for something we have lost. You wouldn't happen to know...
I believe your loss may be more sentimental than mine. Anyway, sorry, I was interrupting.
Oh, the boy is not sentimental to you? Not a friend?
Sentimental, no. Important, yes. I am an investigator. This is my job.
He releases the spell that has taken a hold of the Shira boy, who just slumps down, and you just see him breathing heavily, like looking out this 1,000-mile stare as he's just trying to catch his breath, but he looks like his eyes are no longer glowing, and
Does he seem better or worse?
Better. It looks like he's relieved, but it looks like he's traumatized, to say the least.
May I also add, I do need him alive and conscious.
Well, if he's not a friend, there's no reason for me to really be torturing him, is there? He doesn't seem to know anything anyway. So what do you know of the Dragon Turtle's lair?
The dragon turtle's lair.
Who and what now?
Do I know anything about that?
You can roll a religion or a history check if you want to see if you do, but I would say probably not. Yeah,
Well,
you know, other than what you found earlier, you don't know anything about the Dragon Turtle's lair.
well, I believe the only thing I could probably tell you about it is amassing large amounts of wealth. As for where it is, cannot tell you anything.
Yes, well, some of that wealth has gone missing. And the Dragon Turtle and I had a deal, you see. But now, after the storm, I find both Kragira dead, and now this. Something must have riled them up. Something disturbed them and got them killed, and I believe it was your little men here. He just gestures out to the destroyed ship that is clearly part of that fleet, and the flag that is sort of dissolving in the stomach acid of this creature. You can see the Shira Corp logo just slowly sinking into it.
Are our men? Yeah, no,
Well-
I don't know these people at all.
Ah,
So don't
yes.
group me in
An
with them.
important distinction. Half of us here are not. Half of these people here are along with me in my company, and the other half are not. Anyhow, I am not entirely sure. How do I say this? The ships are the cause of this one's death? I believe it might have been a meteor storm that happened recently. That seems a lot more likely. Do you not suspect?
Yes, I'm not suggesting that your puny little men took care of the Gargajin themselves, but last night, before the storm started, Kragira, the king of Uchibito Bay, the dragon turtle lying down shore, and this kraken named Gargajin, who have fought each other for over 800 years, were at it again, and something had disturbed them on the surface. Now, down below, there are all sorts of new creatures trying to scurry about in the Underdark and make their homes known, and I will not stand for it. Especially not when they are stealing from my hoard. You see this dragonborn starting to get a bit agitated.
Well,
Can
I can't say I know the ins and outs of every part of this company, but I can tell you this was Nagaka's fleet, and, well, likely any information worth knowing for you died with the captains and leaders of each ship.
He just lets out a sigh, and you can see him sort of licking at his teeth as he looks up at the Shira boy. Yes. Seems you might be right. And he seems sort of lost in thought. Is anyone else doing anything as Elias and the dragon turtle are having this the dragonborn are having this conversation?
I'd like to look for like any kind of demonic nature. Just want to take a look, see if I can get like a demonic vibe. That's all I want to look for.
Demon vibes.
Any demonic vibes?
Well, these
Yeah,
are
you can.
fiendish vibes.
Are you using a feature to check for this, or are you just?
No, like yeah, just like a legit whatever you tell me to check for that to like, you know. I just want to.
Yeah, you can make either a religion or a insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, June is just currently crouching down, watching the conversation, but she'll send her fairy dragon right above this guy, but it's going to be invisible, so it's just going to be waiting there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this guy doesn't have sea invisibility. that would be pretty awkward.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
That's a good point. What?
Check what kinds of. Oh yeah. Okay, so yes, Gravard, you get the impression that he is definitely hiding something, but you've seen similar behavior from people at the temple you came from. There's clearly a lot more to this than he is saying, and he seems quite overwhelmed with all the. He seems to be on his own sort of investigation at this moment, but you don't notice anything demonic necessarily.
Okay. Got it. Well, yeah, I do nothing else.
A quick, out of character question: what's the effect I have on next to Jerry? Is it like the haste one? Looks like a wings.
Oh, were you hasted last time?
Yeah, I hate
I'm
them, I
pretty sure I'm
think.
still hasted unless it ended.
Yeah, unless it's been a minute. Yeah.
Probably been more than a minute, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute. Yeah, sorry, I'll figure out how to remove that.
So can I place my fairy dragon over here and probably roll a stealth check for it?
Yeah, you can roll a stealth check. I'm not seeing the dragon.
Oh, yeah, let me see if I can place it down.
If you open your character sheet and you go to companions, you should actually be able to summon it.
Oh, companions, there we go.
You left click where you want
There
it to.
are no companions in my. Yeah, I don't see any
Alright.
companions. Yeah, let me quickly roll the stealth check. It's invisible, so it can roll at advantage.
I don't know why it hasn't given you permission.
Ooh, not good. I don't know why, but when I roll on Foundry, my rolls are just garbage. That's why I prefer Roll20. Roll20 gives me nat 20s all the time. Kind of sitting up here.
Okay, and your stealth was 11. Yeah, you see the dragonborn just watch it fly over there, but he doesn't seem to care. He doesn't seem too phased by it. The guy on the thing, however, yeah, the guy that is tied to it, he sees it coming and he starts thrashing against the ropes again.
It is invisible, I have to point out.
So that gives you advantage, but there's still. Bear in mind you're inside the stomach of a kraken. So what with an
Okay.
11, what you see happening is it's invisible, but you see a large glob of sort of slime and stomach acid dripping from the ceiling, and your fairy dragon flies right through it. It just sort of splashes right in his face, and he just starts freaking out. He doesn't know what it is. You can see that his eyes are kind of blurred anyway. He's just extremely jumpy at the moment. But yeah, he doesn't actually. You're right. He doesn't actually see it specifically, but the dragonborn watches it go.
Yeah, June gives a small shake to the head, shake of her head, when she watches it completely mess up its stealth. But nothing bad seems to have happened because of it, so she's cool with it.
Yeah,
My
no,
lord.
just switch on on the mast there and just sort of peek out from behind it, like trying to clean itself off, but it is successfully up there.
May we avoid trying to give him a heart attack? Thank you.
I mean, it looks like he's already having a heart attack, doesn't it?
Yes, it doesn't
Yes.
have to add to it.
There's actually a good chance he might have had a heart attack. If you do want to keep him alive, you might want to take him down from there. Especially seeing as it seems you may have disturbed whatever the hell is out there instead. And you see him looking back towards the rear entrance of the Kraken, as there's clearly a commotion going on outside after the fight that you were starting, but it's barely audible from where you are. You can give me a perception check if you want to try and listen in closer.
God fucking damn it.
Hey, not bad.
3.
Yeah, okay, so Elias, you're way more focused on the Shira boy, as you see his name, by the way, is Taizen, Shira Taizen. But the rest of you can hear there are sort of more of the similar sounds to what you heard in the previous fights. You can hear more of those creatures out there. But Jerry, you specifically, you hear a sound that you haven't heard since you were on a Nautiloid. You hear that clicking sound that mind flayers make, and it is just, it's barely even an audible thing. It's more like you just feel this sort of wave pass through you, and the rest of you just hear that there is movement happening outside, though it doesn't seem like it's getting any closer. It just seems like there's noise outside.
They survived. That's all I say.
Sorry, what did you
Wait,
say?
what?
I said they survived.
Hmm.
Who? Sakura asks this.
Mind flayers.
The
No,
squid
No,
people?
no,
Excuse
no,
me?
no. Get me out of here. She's freaking out. Those things ate her brain. She does not want to see them again, ever.
Fuck. Mind flayers.
Jerry, how audibly are you saying that? Are you just sort of saying it to yourself or to the party?
Just the party itself.
Well, if someone has the ability to, could I ask them to cut the boy loose and bring him here?
Yeah, I can hop over there.
You are letting us take him, right? I shouted to Dragon Woman.
I don't. Yes, you take him. I don't care what's being digested by the Kraken. But what do you mean? You know? What do you mean they survived? Do you know those things out there? You know where they've come from?
All too well.
Fortunately, yeah,
From the moon.
we've had our few interactions with them.
Interactions? I wouldn't call those interactions.
Was there actions between the two?
We killed the Elder Brain, but probably some of them managed to survive and escape the moon.
Well, I'm gonna start like parkouring to the little like the kid that's tied up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start parkouring over there.
Yeah, you can give me an acrobatics check, and I'm
Please
not
don't
sure, as a
cough
high-level
up.
monk, you can probably just like run along the surface, but you might try and run along the surface. but
God
you,
damn it!
you literally take one step. First step, you step in a little puddle of stomach acid,
Yeah.
and as you take your first jump, you land on the whalebone over here, but your foot is wet and you skid out for a second. That first part doesn't go so well, but I will allow it another check. You nearly slip right off into that acid, but you manage to catch yourself at
Okay.
the very last second.
I was
And,
suggesting a more
yeah.
telepathic
Oh, okay.
option, but
Oh, look at that. 28. I'm there. Leave that.
Much
you
better.
do take 2 points of acid damage from that first
Okay.
slip, but after that, you realize how to get your footing, and you can move your token where you're trying to go, because
Up there.
you'll be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to just get to the dude. I was gonna go on the tailbone and get to the kid.
Yeah, my fairy dragon will drop its invisibility and hop onto your shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys can. If the fairy dragon is helping, then you can give me a sleight of hand with advantage to try and untie him without dropping him into the.
Oh.
Is the boat
Yeah,
What's
blocking
that
the
with
exit?
advantage?
Yeah, that's with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
feel
so
you
you untie the knot, and the guy's like you feel like you've just undone one of the knots, and then you see that this emaciated dude just sort of slips through, and he falls directly down onto that figurehead, like right between the legs. Just you you just hear this cracking sound, and he lets out a squeal, but he's like lodged against the wood, and he's
Okay.
slowly starting to slip over the side towards the acid.
Alright, I'm gonna try and grapple him to like save him, to not let him die.
Yeah, you can give me either an athletics, or I'll say an acrobatics,
Oh, okay.
because you're a monk.
Oh my lord. Oh my god. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. You grab the rest of the rope, and as he swings off, you jump off, swinging round the pole, and you catch him in your legs as you swing back up onto the figurehead, pulling him to safety, and you have now got him clutched and safely in your grip as you're hanging onto the side of this mast. And the Dragonborn, he doesn't even seem to notice this, but the rest of you are seeing quite a display of parkour happening over there as Provod's trying his best to hang on to this body, but the guy's freaking out in your arms.
I'm
get
gonna-
him back here.
I'm gonna waste 2 key points, basically. I'm gonna spend 2 key points because I believe when I'm grappling someone, I get half movement, so I wouldn't be able to make it all the way back. But I'm basically just step of the wind, flying, just all the way back with him.
Yeah, I think you'd only need to spend 1 then for Step of the Wind. You'd be able to do that.
Oh yeah, because it gives me bonus action. I can just action dash. Yeah. So I just do 1 key point and then fly him over to us.
Is the boat like at the right side of the stomach? Is it blocking the exit?
It looks like it may have been a problem for the Kraken, but it wouldn't be a problem for you guys to get past. Like, it's blocking the stomach acid in, from exiting, but you can see that there are gaps above that you would easily be able to sort of climb over.
Yeah, I'll just like push him to Elias. There you go.
Well, I took its freedom.
I don't know whether to laugh or congratulate you.
Laugh is probably that was terrible. I agree with you. Not gonna say that was my best. That was my best shot.
Well, in any case, he's here, and I have much to thank you for.
No problem.
You see this guy just turn and like look up at you, Elias, and he goes, "Elias, is that you? Oh my god, I thought I was going to die." And
Nah, mate, nah, you're fine. You're fine.
he like grabs you and tries to just hug you, kind of dropping. So he's just like hugging your waist, and he's completely soaking wet. It's just disgusting. Whatever he's covered in is really nasty. But
Yep.
He seems
I'm just
completely
holding my
delighted
breath.
to see you.
Yeah, I'm just holding my breath and sort of patting him on the back, like, "Yep, you're fine."
Your guy. Walk
Yeah, you can
towards-
give me a Constitution save.
Uh, yeah,
It's just
sure, let's see.
whatever, don't worry. It's not gonna kill.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you're able to plug your nose effectively and like eventually get him off of you. Though you're definitely gonna need some to wash these, maybe some prestidigitation or something.
Yeah, I was about to say, as I walk through, I cast prestidigitation to improve the smell a bit.
Before we leave, you said mind flayers.
Yeah, while all of this is happening, the Zhangxi is very much trying to engage with those of you that were saying you knew about the mind flayers. Saying, "What the moon? What do you mean? These
I mean the
creatures are trying
moon.
to make
What
their
else is
home.
there to know?
She means the
They
Black
are-
Moon. The one that recently vanished. Not the one that blew up a little while ago. The Black Moon. It was
just like-
technically a colony, I think, for those creatures.
Well, they're trying to establish a new colony in the Underdark now, thanks to whatever the hell displaced them. And I hate to break it to you, but they're not the first mind flayers to be in the Underdark, so I think there might be a war brewing.
Well, whatever
you know
war it is,
anything
count me out of it.
Well, it looks like you're already involved, darling. And when my horde is being robbed and my friends are being killed, well, I'd like a little bit of information if I'm to deal with these fucking disgusting pests. Trust me, I am no fan of these mind flayers myself.
Well, me either. Well, if you want information, those things fucking killed me. They kill people. Get out while you still can.
Yeah, don't let the tentacles touch you. They will paralyze you. That's one thing we've learned.
I-
And then they'll eat.
I
then
like
they'll eat
how.
your brain.
Sorry, just out of character. I like how we're just babying this guy who clearly knows like more than us.
I mean, he could know more, but
Don't touch them.
No, well, to Grover and Elias, this may seem like he knows a lot more, but to June, Jerry, Estrella, and Sakura, like they do actually have pretty unique information.
Okay.
He doesn't look like he's playing the fool at this point. He looks like he really doesn't know this.
He's also
You
Yeah,
should.
see,
Sorry.
the mind flayers that were in the Underdark before are not the same as what is out there now. They are very territorial creatures, you understand, and you see him just pinching the bridge of his nose, trying to think.
Can I
new
make
ones
a
are
history?
territorial or the old ones?
Sorry, Jerry, say again.
The new ones are territorial or the old ones?
All of them. That is something they have in common. What did you want to make a history check for?
I want to make a history check to see if I remember or know of any mind flayer colonies that don't work that work independently of an elder brain or anything like that. If I've heard of any of that.
I mean, you won't even need a check because you guys interacted with one. That's the one that killed Sakura. They had a younger brain, but it was not that brain that was part of the reason that they wanted you to go and. Oh, yeah, God, I've confused myself. No, they did have a brain on that ship, but they were independent of the other brain that you fought. Those were two separate entities, but there was the one big colony, and then there was just that ship that wasn't like a huge fleet or anything. That was just them.
Yeah,
and
I
their
get
mindfulness.
that. But are they? Do I know if there were mind flayers that work without an elder brain or anything like that leading them, like just on their own.
Yeah, you can give me a history or a nature check.
Okay. Let's see. History. Mother of God. Why?
Yeah.
I haven't rolled above a 10!
The rolls will come when they when you need them. This is I don't think you would have heard of any of these anyway. That all the mind flare stuff you've seen, it seems like there's a strict hierarchy amongst them. Well, Jiangxi sort of sighs and he says, well, if you have any other information, I would appreciate you sharing it with me. But it seems I'm going to have to go and deal with this infestation myself.
Yeah, Sakura is definitely not going. She is staying away from those things. It's like the one thing that she will not face ever again. Like, bring on a Titan? Sure. Bring on a god? Sure. Mind flayers? No.
Might not have a choice.
I'm scared if he uses the new Mind Flayer Dragon thing.
Nope. Then I'm just gonna use the trick card and just teleport to the safest place in the entire universe.
I worry about exiting the Kraken if there's something happening outside.
Well, it seems
Yep,
to be.
I'm gonna stay here.
Isn't it just coming outside the back end? Is it outside the front bit too? Do we hear?
The Kraken is not that big where it's impossible to get to the rear to the front.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? I'll send my little fairy dragon to go outside and have a look.
I'm wondering, maybe it would be good to get another ally, perhaps.
For what exactly?
Simply for the sake of not having an enemy instead. It's always good to have a favor cashed in somewhere.
It's not up to me.
You see that as you guys are having this discussion, you see this. You see him sort of tilting his head as he stares at Jerry and Estrella, and he points to you and he says, "Wait a minute, don't I know you? You didn't happen to help a Kuatoa a little while ago, did you?
Oh.
Little guy about this high? Little fish man?"
Oh, Ray's friend. Yes. Spoken gibberish, but was really generous when we returned them to the sea.
Oh, the one that shit gold.
Yeah, you do know him. So it is you. I can't believe I didn't see it before. A satyr and a mouse traveling together. Well, I apologize for my my tone. He told me very much about you. He worked for Kragira as well, you see. Kragira and I have been old friends. I'll tell you what. I'll see what they're doing out there. I'll go and distract them so that you can take your leave. You have helped me very much today, but when the time comes, I may call upon you to, well, if only at least, if it is absolutely necessary, to perhaps join me in my temple at the bottom of the bay and get rid of these damn things.
Yeah, Sakura gives like a thumbs up and she's like, I agree to deal with anything except those things. So you can call on me for whatever, whenever, just don't expect me to help you with those things. I am never getting close to one of them again.
Are they that
It's just-
bad?
Well, I mean, when something kills you, Yeah, when they like slither their tentacles into your brain and rip it out and devour it, you know that kind of traumatizes a person.
Well, I can't say I've had that
Tentacles
experience
are a
before.
no. I don't like them. Those things are even worse because they're the actual things. But those things in tentacles, no.
Yeah, they suck.
What doesn't kill him unless they kill you.
Hmm.
Anywho,
But yeah.
I'm going to send my dragon to the scout. Anybody against that?
No.
All right.
No, but I thought we were running.
Well, obviously,
Well,
we should.
you guys don't know where those sounds are coming from, so it could be coming from like there's
Like
basically
behind us.
2 places sound could be entering, and it's either from the head part or from the rear. So depending which exit you pick, you may be walking into a fight. But June, if you want to send your fairy dragon around, you can either give it an investigation or a perception check to do so.
Yeah.
I would
I'll
suggest
send
the
it out
head.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to send it through the head. And I'll make a perception check. I think. Yeah, perception.
Yes,
Also
you send
against
as the fairy dragon flies up and starts flying through the hole in the in the side. You see the body of Sea Hag just drop through and like almost land on you. It splatters to the floor, and the fairy dragon pushes its way through. It looks around and sees nothing, and at the head of the dragon, it seems completely clear that side.
My rolls are really struggling today.
Oh,
Well,
what's
I'm
the
gonna
city
keep it on.
verdict?
Well, it seems all clear as far as I can tell. I'll quickly have another look, and then I'll give you guys a all clear. And Jin will quickly march through.
I suppose if he doesn't come back, we know what's happening.
Yeah, if you hear me screaming and shouting and dying, well, you'll know that that's not the way to go.
I suppose
Yeah,
it'd be more worrying if there was instant silence.
Soccer turns into baby fox and says, "Anyone want to put me in their backpack or something?"
Oh, Astrid just runs over and puts come on, and puts her in the bag of holding.
Die in there.
Relax, man. Just do like the air gymnast and hold your breath indefinitely. Plus,
But
as long as I don't forget you
must-
for 10 minutes, you're safe.
I mean, I guess we'll agree to it. Nowhere safer than a bag folding, I guess.
Jerry, come with your bag of holding. We need to put them together.
She's got to keep the flap open so air can come in. Just keep it. Gotta hold the flap open. New air. Alright.
So, should I press the button to go to the entrance?
Yes. Sorry, I was putting Sakura in a bag of holding.
Did you put her in the bag of holding map? I presume you have
Yeah.
that. Because that's I love that map, but I haven't used it because I thought you used
Luckily,
it.
I've seen that map because I can't see the maps tonight.
Oh damn! I put you on that.
No, it's all right. I've seen that map. It's a really cool map. She's kind of just chilling there.
Yeah. So, wait, who's watching the stream? Is it just you?
I think so. Unless Seto's
well-
also watching.
No, I mean that's actually playing because Jerry, it looks like you on the map.
Yeah, I am. I'm home.
I was just moving both tokens over.
I don't assume it should say game paused. Oh,
Yeah. Fixed.
yep. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can June also make a stealth check so she can peek out before she looks around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please get a decent roll this time. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. With a 23, you manage to sneak out without being noticed by anything. As you realize that your fairy dragon was right. The beach in front of the mouth is clear, but you can hear a lot of commotion coming from the other side now.
I'll send my fairy dragon to tell everybody they can come, and June will just hop onto the tongue over here and then onto the mouth if she can, just to have a peek around.
Okay, so June may notice something, but very very specific to June. Would you like to do that in game or out of character? Well, I mean, out of game.
I mean, is it something that the party should know about June?
Well, that's the thing. It might be something that you don't want them to know, which is why I'm asking. Do you want? We're not all that big on keeping secrets anymore, but this one might be something that you don't want to reveal just yet.
If
If
you
it
could
is, then you can just tell us after.
Hiccups.
Okay, it's fine. Well, because I don't actually have the thing set up that to present this the way I want to do, I'll say there's something. There's a scene that we don't see at the moment, but June does something outside. But while you were doing that, you should be able to move. Oh, I need to move you up there.
Yeah, June is just going to be looking around, seeing what you can see.
What can you see from there?
I can see the whole map right now.
Can you see other tokens though?
Yeah, I can see all the tokens. I can see some Cthulhu-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Wizard-looking dude.
So you notice posted right near the entrance, sort of leaning against the tentacles of the kraken, you see another one of those creatures like you fought that were coming out of the comet.
Yeah.
You see the water is infested with sharks, and you can give me a perception check to see how much you can see of what's happening further away.
Come on, some good rolls.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what I like to see.
Okay, so you can see another one of those starspawn hulks just standing next to a mind flayer that is busy speaking with one of those seers. You can see that the starspawn and the mind flayers seem to be like working together somehow, and there are all of similar creatures to what you fought before, those sea hags and sea furies just swimming through the waters, climbing up onto the tentacles. They all just seem to be kind of taking pieces of the kraken, looting, and just going through all the bits of shipwreck. But yeah, you can see that they are all clearly having a big discussion there, and you don't know what it's about though.
Does it look like they are looking for something? Or they're just general looting?
Yeah, with yeah, give me an insight to see how much you know. It does definitely look like they're looking. Yeah, they seem to keep like turning and gesturing towards the kraken itself, but they seem to be not searching for anything. They seem to be sizing it up almost. And based on the experiments you saw on that ship before, if they are planning to do something with this kraken, it's probably not anything good.
Oh, yuppie. Alright, I'll send my fairy dragon to call everybody.
Okay, so
Oh. Wait,
What
where's
is,
the...
what is the fairy dragon doing? How's it calling it?
It just kind of
Right.
flies in, starts, I guess, gesturing with its. It comes and lands and just starts gesturing with its wings to go to the mouth.
Can it speak in Draconic at all?
Actually, that's a good point. Does it speak any languages?
'Cause I'd be
Actually,
able to
it speaks
understand.
Draconic and Sylvan, so we can
That's
actually.
what I'm. Yeah, if it speaks Draconic, then I'd be able to understand.
Yeah.
I can speak both of those.
It
Nice.
can also speak telepathically, so we'll just say, "Hey, let's go."
Okay.
Oh, fucking hiccups.
Oh, and before Stray leaves, he just says to the little to the dragon guy, "Come here come with us if you want to live. Get to the chopper."
He goes, "No, darling." And he just, you see him begin to transform as he steps backwards. He goes, "I'll give you room to get away." And you see him, Estrella and Elias, I think you might be the last ones to actually
Yeah.
see it. But you see him transform into a dragon, immediately regret not doing that once he was outside, and squeeze through the back of the kraken.
So he exited the tunnel.
Cinematic.
Nice.
I have an interesting image in my head right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
not
one
just
sec.
in your head, June. You see this. You see a dragon struggling to crawl its way out of the kraken's ass, basically. Oh, fuck, what's his name again? Forgot.
But wasn't it Jiangxi or something like that? Like
Zhangxi.
like the sorcerer from what's it called, Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god.
No, okay, wait, it showed the wrong picture.
I'm back, sorry.
All good. We just have a dragon trying to crawl out of the kraken's ass. Brand new
Yep.
sentence there.
Cinematic, but dubious.
Excellent cinematic.
Oh god, my character. Where's my character token?
Kraken is giving birth to a green dragon.
Circle of
Oh my.
life.
That's a big dragon.
Whoa. Okay, it's not that big. It's big, but
Holy shit.
Isn't that like colossal?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
yeah, you see it
Fucking love
struggling as the transformation continues, and this thing finally fights its way out of the back of the kraken, and you see the mind flares that are around. All start to shit themselves basically as they all just start screeching. You see this dragon fire out a nightmare breath.
Oh my god.
While June's watching this, she looks to the party and saying, "Yeah, we should probably go. That's our cue to go. Yeah, I don't think I think you got this."
Is everyone's token out there?
I think
Elias
so.
and
Except
Sutton.
yeah, Elias was, I think,
Oh,
the last
Yeah,
one.
hi. Yeah, I was last. That's I don't know where the shows guy gone. I hope.
Oh no, he is with you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Man.
Maybe he jumped into
Split over.
Jerry's bag of holding.
Oh no, I'm trapped behind the wall, guys.
And I don't trust that green dragon at all.
Okay, so you guys are just running now.
I guess
yeah.
I'm calling everyone else, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Would like to just keep an eye out just around. Make sure that there's nobody coming up fucking behind.
Yeah, you see that dragon is definitely doing a great job of distracting them, and you can see it's chasing away a lot of the creatures. You see a lot of them jumping back into the sea, and it's sort of chasing them in that direction. But a big fight is breaking out over there. that you are not involving yourselves in. Oh dear, this map is
Oh shit.
problematic already.
Oh my god.
Holy moly. Damn, they don't waste time.
It's already.
Goddamn. Oh
My-
no, it's in the thing with the tokens in the top left of the screen. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We just have to reload.
I think I need to get some water so I can get rid of these fucking hiccups. I'll be right back.
Dude, hiccups are the fucking
Oh.
worst.
They are, right?
Dude,
Oh,
I'm tell-
fucking hell.
dude, I'm telling you, I'm not sure if you get it, but I have hiccups that last for at least 20 minutes.
Same.
It sucks.
I
They are
get them when I'm like really tired. It's been like a long day. I don't actually feel too good. So I'm just gonna get some water quickly.
God.
hang on,
Usually I
I'm
find that just holding your breath until you nearly fucking die works. I'm not even kidding.
I'm telling you, man. Like I almost got fucking detention for my hiccups in school. It was in a class, and I was hiccuping for literally 40 minutes.
Yeah,
I guess in
when
the
it gets
class.
past that point of like, oh shame, you've got hiccups too. Actually, now you're invading.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, and he was like, "You're gonna go outside," and I did, and I stayed out there drinking water, like.
I
Oh
was
my
sent
god.
outside of the class because I sneezed 20 times in a row. I get allergies in the spring and it's just the worst.
Jeez.
Oh god damn it, it's broken again. Can anyone move their token?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can.
Oh no.
I can use
No,
mine.
we can't.
Okay, what do you mean now we are many? Australia, how many tokens do you have on your screen?
I have two, but I can only move
I don't know
one.
why your tokens keep disappearing. It's just okay. Well, it doesn't even matter. You see you see all of these samurai have remarkably gotten a hell of a lot done just in the time that you were in there. It looks like it's amazing what you can get done when you work together. As the pirates and the samurai all seem to be working together as best they can, and when you arrive, they have packed most of the things onto the ship, and they are ready to head back to Kunasa. Those who aren't staying here to harvest the dragon turtle. Okay, can you move around? And please ignore that token of Z. You're not supposed to have seen it, and you look.
Oh wait, is Australia like moving? Hold on, I'm gonna reload my page. Everything's fucked up. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I think mine as well. Because I just realized there's a giant Australia in the corner again.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Should we all just take like a 5-minute break and let the pages reload again?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go grab some coffee because this is basically. Yeah, you found the Shira kid. We're getting off this
I'll
fucking
be right
beach.
back.
Oh man,
Finally.
that pause screen is so perfect. I guess that's how the mind flayers must have felt when they saw the giant green dragon.
We're finally done with the Normandy arc, boys.
Also, that was not a green dragon. It was a deep dragon.
Yeah, I knew because of the nightmare breath. It was either a shadow of or a deep.
Yeah, just fucked up the token there. Yeah, I will apologize for that side quest. That was the most chaotic thing we've done. But it's now we can actually move back into the rest of the game.
Oh my god. Oh no.
No, well, I mean, it did have some. There was some important beats there, but I will say I didn't do it very well. So I'm sorry.
I know that. I know for stuff like. Oh, I know not doing stuff very well. Oh, damn it.
But also because I had planned for there to. I was like, oh, okay. There's only 4 of you, so if I bring in multiple factions, with only 4, it's easy for you to just pick one of those factions and sort of stick with it. And then when we got all the new players, I was like, oh, well, this is a good way to introduce them. And then I was like, oh, wait, this confuses everything.
Well, it could be worse.
And 2 of the new players left.
No, well, that I'm actually okay with because I feel like we sussed out. Like, I'm very happy with the 2 of you that stayed. So and 6 is much more manageable for me anyway. So I'm alright with how it turned out. But yeah, that I do. They weren't wrong for leaving. I totally understand.
Yeah, it seems like the magic number is 6, like the maximum number.
Yeah, I think that I'm writing that rule in stone for myself now. That 6, unless it's like a cameo or something, like just a temporary character. But a party of 6, I think, is a good number.
So you're saying that you're okay if I can get Robbie to star in one episode? You know, the guy from Campaign 3 and Exandria Unlimited.
I mean, hell yes, he can join the campaign if you know him.
No, if I knew him,
Getting
I
a
would
random
actually
just
have, I would actually have tried it. But if I had been like, by the way, Dave, I have that guy Robbie from like Critical Role. Can you fit him in?
What about Robbie?
Honestly, you know, the pressure, someone that's like been DM'd by Abria Irongar, Matt Mercer, like all of and then it's like, you want to join our game? What? Why?
Back. Sorry.
Hi, back. I'm.
No, don't fucking do
No,
that.
no. Oh wait, no, I'm Dad.
I
I'll be honest. It's become like just a natural response, a reflex.
No, like literally everyone in my guild calls a lot of people in my guild and Guild Wars call me Dad. It's great. Even
Are you
even
a
though like
father?
we join voice all the time and they all know I'm Kate. It's like because me and my dad shared an account, and it was called Zendad, the account name. But then he got his own account, and at the time, changing the account name was like dangerous for your account, so that's why just a lot of people just call me Dad. So whenever someone's like, "Hi, back, I'm Dad," I'm like, "No, I'm Dad."
I hated hearing the "Hello, hungry." God damn it. I've heard that too many fucking times.
Yeah, sorry, I'm so exhausted.
But
Like I was up till
That's
2,
good.
and I've been having a lot of issues with sleeping. So like I woke up at 7. Like usually I wake up at 11, but I woke up at 7. And then I went to a picnic, and then I got home at like 6. And then my parents were like, "Oh, we're going for a dinner." And then I got home and was like straight into D&D, so I didn't get to nap or anything. So I've had a long day on 5 hours of sleep, and I'm dying.
Oh shit. Where's my
I
Yeah,
went to
that's
bed
why
at-
you just don't do anything except D&D. No eating, no sleeping, no no drinking, just D&D.
I went to bed at 1 last night. Was up at 6. Then went for Kendo training, and then didn't really do much the rest of the day.
I would say before we start, I don't have a token, but I don't think I do anyway.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
don't worry.
I'm-
When I get back in, I'll fix the token problem.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna be a bit quiet, not do much as Sakura, but I'm still here.
Okay.
No, no worries.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm back in as well now. So, who hasn't got a token?
Gravad. I think I'm the only one.
Are you there now? Okay, cool.
Hey,
Should be
yeah.
there now.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening before. Huh. That's weird. Oop, sorry.
Oh, and Z disappeared as well. Okay, cool. And is there only one Australia now?
I believe so.
It better be.
There can
Just
only
for
be one.
sanity's sake.
Just Estrella just on the low key, casting the clone spell.
I think Estrella could get up to a lot of trouble if she could clone herself. Yeah.
Man, clones and then have the clone cast Simulacrum, and then have those cast Simulacrum. And then I just fill an entire map of Estrella.
Yeah, so that'll be endgame. Estrella learns Shadow Clone Jutsu and just. Oh, actually, I forgot. Elias, you're the rogue. We got to tell you about Ninja Scrolls. Eventually, you'll have a chance to get some of the most overpowered rogue items that. Because in Kiga, rogues aren't just rogues; they shinobi and ninjas, and they get cool anime powers. So, but it's more like, spell scrolls for ninjas, basically.
Right. Okay. I'm quite excited now. I'll be honest.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Pretty sure we are dead in 42 degrees Celsius. Well, not dead, but it's not really good.
40 degrees Celsius? That's not.
You can live in 50. That's
what are you
fine.
talking about? I thought you were in the
that's like that's nothing. Like
I didn't
depending
say
on
it's
the.
fun. I said.
Come on, Estrella has unlimited water.
But where does it also? And also, I don't know why. Don't pay too much attention to the weather thing, because every time you log on, it sends a new weather message with different weather. Like mine says it's 32 degrees, and that there's scattered clouds, but I think that is glitched.
It's just
Yeah.
42
Oh.
degrees
Oh,
and
you're talking
territorial rain.
Oh, I thought you're talking about in game. I just had a weather disaster. We just had a tornado.
Ah.
Oh, very nice.
Oh shit! Seriously?
Yeah. Well, I live in fucking Tornado Alley. This is
That'd be it
tornado.
then.
This is tornado
That sounds
time.
like a great place to live.
This is tornado time around here.
I mean, it's like a massive part of the fucking US, isn't it?
It's basically all of the Midwest, and it's like that really middle bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It crosses over like 5 states.
yeah. It's like 5, 6, 7 states, all in Tornado Alley.
About this, right? Around there, like that.
Well, we had rain this weekend, so yeah.
Yeah, we had the rain. Ooh.
Yeah, I talk about like having a storm shelter, and it's so weird for like people that don't live where I live, like just to have a storm shelter in your backyard. Just to have
Yeah,
one.
we have a shelter, but not for storms.
Oh yeah.
To be
Rains
honest.
different kinds of things there.
Yeah, it's fuck. Oh, dude, Brazil has spider rain, and I will never go there just for that.
Sorry,
reason.
what?
It's
Sorry,
because
what?
so
Excuse me?
once every this is so I found this out before Brazil became a meme, and we talked about Brazil before it became a meme. But so how it is the wind picks up in Brazil, and so it'll pick up all the insects, and then once the wind stops, it'll rain all the insects down on Brazil.
Doesn't that also?
I just
happen
want to
with
say, I
fish?
thought you were going to say before Brazil existed.
Oh no, this happens currently.
Land of only spiders.
Yeah, this happens
It
currently.
rains. The gods are angry.
Every couple
Before
years.
Brazil, there was just an entire continent made of spiders. No soil, no rock, spiders.
I just realized that Nyx in this world is basically Brazil. Thanks. That was a good reason 101.
Yeah, let's
not to
go to
Nyx.
next.
Yeah.
Let's go to next. Get mauled by
Spiders
demon
down
chicken.
Brazil.
That'll be fun.
Come on, man. Nyx is a fine place. You'd love it.
How did you know about the chicken?
They're given.
Where there is spider rain, there are giant chickens. Obviously.
Funnily
Like, the
enough,
two go hand in hand.
every single campaign I've in, I've seen more demon chickens than any other creature that isn't like humanoid.
Come on, drivers are best friends.
I don't know how it happens. It just there's always fucking demon chicken.
Well, it could always rain devil sharks.
Yeah, but that doesn't capture the same kind of fear of creepy crawlies.
Have you seen a devil
Yes.
shark?
A devil shark with spider legs, then you're fucked. Then you just burn the whole continent down. It's like
Mm. No, the worst part about spiders for me is like the face, how it just doesn't look like a face. It's just there's nothing.
I think a fun thing to do is stop talking about spiders. I think that's a cool...
Okay, snakes. Snakes with legs.
I'm more fine with snakes than I am spiders, bro.
Imagine a snake
don't
with
have
just
to
like
fear
two human legs.
Yeah, I'm
spiders are
pretty-
just machines, dude. They're just natural machines. They work on hydraulics. I used to have 42 tarantulas. I have an intimate knowledge of spiders, and the big ones are not the scary ones. It's the little
Yeah.
fuckers you got to worry about.
Yeah,
That's
dude, like
true.
black
I'd say
widows.
the scariest part about the scariest factor is acceleration. I could be fine holding a spider the size of my hand as long as it doesn't run as fast as a fucking Lamborghini. I'm fine with that. If it just kind of feels its way around, it's cool. A tiny, like, jumping spider that skills up my arm in a second will make me scream.
Alternate universe where all spiders have super speed.
Well, the Brazilian spiders, like I had a aviculara pink toe. It looks like it's wearing slippers, but that thing is a tree spider. It was easily the size of my arm, and it would jump if you breathed on it wrong. It could jump across my entire my whole bedroom, basically, just right across the room, because they jump from tree to tree. So if you're in Brazil, if it's raining spiders, it might just be a spider that fucked up its jump.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we get
my
back to the game?
In other words, fuck Brazil. Yeah.
I'm just appreciating the gif I found.
Yeah, those things are awful. I remember, like, poking it once thinking it was some kind of sea urchin, but on land, and that happened and I cried. I was like 7.
Alright, well, I'm not looking in that chat again. Too many spiders.
Yeah,
Same.
Don't worry,
think about
Hans is
spiders.
Never,
here to,
never again will I look in that chat.
Don't
One
worry.
thing about spiders
Hans is
they
here
show
with the
up
farm and
unexpected.
Walter.
That chat has been tainted.
We'll mark it as a spoiler if you're posting phobia-inducing things. Okay, but heading back to the game, after you've managed to escape a bunch of creepy crawlies, you have all made your way back to the Dragon Turtle, where you can see the samurai and the pirates working together to harvest this thing. What would everybody like to do?
I want to make my way back to the Shura thing. Would help me.
I want to get the water ring.
Jerry is focused on only one thing at the moment.
I just want to get the Shura kid back and get my reward, okay?
And Estrella is
Then we can go back and get our-
far. It's already long ahead of you and is on the way to the boat.
Yeah, Sazo will say to you, well, we've got this covered here. Can we give you all a lift back to the harbor, or are you heading back on foot? Seems Estrella's coming with us.
Is it quicker to go on foot or the boat?
Are we going to forget the water was slightly infested on a few tens of meters that way?
We got a mimic
So
boat.
we're going in the opposite direction to whatever the fuck is going on offshore. He is definitely curious, but he's learned not to question this group.
Okay.
And we've got the mimic ship. We'll be fine. Speaking of which, I wanted to give you a gift of thanks. And he looks around for who was the first party member that he actually spoke to. I think it probably was
Sakura,
June
I
and
guess?
Sakura, right?
Yeah, probably both of us. I didn't think we.
Well, Sakura's in the bag of holding, so
Sorry,
you can hear
mimic
this
ship?
going on.
Yeah, June's currently crouching on the nose of the dragon turtle.
Oh,
He will pull out a bottle and he'll lean out and hand it to you, June, and he'll say, a thanks from us. This could help you in the future. And he hands you a ship in a bottle.
Ooh.
Is this like
Nice.
a Pirates of the Caribbean type thing? You break the bottle and then you get your ship?
I will
Only
add the
one way to
item
find out.
your-
Yeah, we already
should
have
be in
one
your
of those.
inventory now.
Oh my god. More spiders.
I'm just gonna pipe up. Sorry, mimic ship?
Yes. That's a
Yes.
Is it what I think?
I think he showed us a picture of it, and that was like that is terrifying. Just for one.
Yeah, come on board. I'll introduce you.
Oh, I've had a bad history with mimics.
Mimics is your best friend.
Yeah, when I get on board, is the giant dragon turtle scale still on the ship?
Yeah, they seem to have harvested quite a few more. You can see down there, there are, they've harvested a few and they've left the one that you pulled off. It is just where you left it.
Then it's on the ship.
And you will see as you all approach, I'll show you. So this is, oh wait, okay, that's what it looks like when it's not grid.
Oh my god.
That's like Moby Dick.
Oh. Oh, I'm not seeing the ship.
Oh my god.
Or did it not show up?
Just,
No.
just the idea of a ship having a bite attack is the fucking scariest.
Well, you
Uh-oh.
see as you approach it, you'll see the wood kind of pulling apart on the front of the ship into a smile again as it sees you approaching, and the rope ladder will throw itself over the side of the ship to extend itself down to you as the rigging again gestures you all on board. And this ship seems quite friendly as you all are you all getting on? No one too put off by the mimic ship?
I will get on if once I reload.
June is used to it. So. Well, mostly. She's
I
been on weirder things.
I don't know.
Okay. And with that, you'll board the ship and head back to the harbor.
And during that, I would be like, and here, see, here, let me show you a magic trick. And I take the bag of holding and show them, like, see, there's nothing. Then I stick my hand in and pull out the baby fox.
Yes. You can give me a performance check just to see how much flair you put into it. But yeah, Sakura, you get pulled back out of the thing. Oh, she's sleepy. Sorry, I'll put down Grover and Elias.
Oh my god.
And you all sail back in to Kunasa, where you can see there are still dead fish lying in the bay, lots of fishermen at work, just lots of shady deals going on in all over the docks. You can see as you're approaching, there are two samurai busy fixing a hole in the docks over here, and yeah, everything seems just as you left it, as you all pull back into port.
Um,
Yeah, you just see June looking at the ship. The ship in the bottle. She's looking at it and goes, I swear this thing had 2 masts, but now it has 3.
We date the dragon, turtle, and grew.
Ah, now I think I know what happens when some tokens vanish. It's because they fall under others, because stuff. Just like on my map, Jerry is like in
We
the
just
water.
snatch one of the fishermen.
Sorry, what about the
I-
fisherman?
The person at the front of the ship.
Did I pick up the? Yeah, he's stuck to the front. You knocked over his fishing boat, and he's going, "Hey, hey!" But you hear a crunch, and the sound stops.
God damn. Holy
Hmm.
shit.
Oh well, looks like we don't have to get breakfast for the ship.
Oof.
Poor man.
Oh my god.
Well, I think some of the lads are heading back to the inn and tavern tonight. Well, to the bathhouses. Everyone going to celebrate. So, hey, maybe we'll see you there. And Baichu will just go back to. He'll sort of head below deck where you can see there are many of those mimic ship bottles.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I hold the giant dragon turtle scale with my small form?
Yeah, with your strength, you can give me an athletics check to try and pick it up. Yeah, you managed to lift it. It's pretty heavy, and not all that wieldy, but you managed to lift it up above your head, and you can sort of carry it that way. But yeah, this thing is at least as big as Spike, if not bigger.
That's pretty big.
That's medium.
Are we meant to be on the same map as the dragon turtle?
No.
No.
No. Oh wait,
Ah.
I'll pull you over. You don't reload yet.
No. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Well, I guess we can head to. If y'all aren't busy, we can head to the Sheer Corp Inn and get the business done.
Here we go.
Go.
And then I have a couple things we could talk about before we can.
Oh, I don't
before we
see my
get-
token.
Quick question. Does Estrella remember to take Sakura out after 10 minutes?
Nope, she left you to die in the back.
Yeah, she did. She did say that she pulled you out like she was pulling a rabbit out of a
Okay.
hat once you guys got on the
Phew.
ship.
Okay, I missed that. I said
Yeah.
BRB. Okay. Phew. There she goes back to normal human form then.
So can you all see your tokens there?
Yes.
I can't. Yes.
Try moving Elias's token from one spot to another. Maybe that makes it visible for him again.
No, I don't think it's hidden under anything. It's just if you look in the top left of your screen, is there a giant token?
No.
Can you see the others? Or is it just you that you can't see?
Yeah, I can see pretty much everyone else. Yeah, I see only Jun, Sakura, Straya, and Jerry.
Grover, can you see yourself?
Yeah, I can see myself just fine. Yeah, and I can move
Yeah, I
around.
can't see Grovat either.
Just a question.
Oh, I
Can-
see me. There we
Oh.
go.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yep,
There
I
we
see Grovat. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Cool. Oh, sorry. Stepped on your head real quick. Sorry about that. But I'd ask the dude in the pirate, like the big dude. Like, do you know where the the Sheer Corp bathhouse and inn is?
Yeah, you would already
Oh, I would.
know that, because that's sort of, you would have stopped through there. That's where you would have met with Elias. So Elias would definitely be able to take you, but he'll just point out and say, "Oh, it's pretty hard to miss." I think you'll see it. It's just at the northern entrance.
Outways.
Yeah, and he'll point across the harbor to the sort of, yeah, you guys will know where it is. But you'll also see there is a town map that you'll be able to browse.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys actually want to do here in the harbor, or shall we just move straight over there?
Yeah, let's.
I don't have anything.
Sakura, wait, are they coming with us or are they staying there?
No, we are going to the Shira bathhouse because we need to drop off the guy.
Then she will bow to them and say arigato gozaimasu and wish them well. And then she'll go with
What did she say?
thank you.
Ah. Elias does not know many foreign
Japanese.
languages. Yes.
Good. It's the language of Kiga.
Yeah, that's Keegan, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be the local language, but seeing as most of us also don't speak Japanese, keep it to simple phrases. But yeah, if
Oh.
everyone's happy to just move over to the town map, we can do that
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can. Yeah, you're not doing anything here in the harbor.
Not.
I can only see the harbor map and the dragon turtle corpse.
Wait, why are you back on the dragon turtle corpse?
I don't know. I just got shoved here, and I'm stuck here now.
Elias, stop humping the dragon
Well,
turtle.
This should just.
No.
This is a sign he has more to do there.
Oh.
What? And now I can only see. Funny, I can see my own token on the stream, but not on mine.
There's literally no reason this should be happening. I have no idea what is going on.
Can you give yourself a reload?
And now you
Elias?
know how you ended up on a test map.
It's all working perfectly for me. I don't know why.
Oh my god. This is making me cry.
Yeah, I mean, I think you might just have to give it a reload there, Australia. At least
Yeah.
yours will reload fast.
Yeah, but I'm saving the reload to we get to the bathhouse, because if you does a reload during the what's called
Oh,
a
yeah, good
transition,
point.
it basically breaks over. I've learned that from many testing things. Oh.
Okay. Well, can the rest of you guys see your tokens?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah, you
can. Clearly, these stairways get very confused, and there's a lot of. I made this map so you can just walk throughout the whole of Kanasa and go wherever you want. So yeah, you're back in the city.
Oh, you see a giant June, you say? Oh man. I look at everyone, and we're welcome to stop by any place, but I at least want to get it before the end of the day. I need to stop by there. So, if y'all have anything to do, I'm welcome to come along.
I would also be willing to join after I deal with business matters.
I guess it could be, yeah. Me and Elias go and deal with business stuff, and then if y'all want to come along, you can, or if you have something you want to buy or something, you want to go somewhere, y'all can do whatever you want. We can just meet at let's set a meeting point somewhere.
Well,
Then
that
the is a good place.
sorry.
No, it's all good.
But I missed what you said there, June. What did you say?
Alright, sorry. I said the Lonely Behir should be a good meeting place.
The what?
The Lonely Behir. It's
Oh,
this...
I see. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we'll meet there.
Well,
Okay, good news. I got my token back. Bad news. I teleported. But I have a fix now for people who can't find their token. In the what's called the monk token bar, you just click your image, which will then focus your token. Then you click one of the what's it called, the stairways icons, and it should take you there. Like, it takes you to the map and then you just teleport back.
Okay.
That's how I fixed mine.
Yeah. So, I'd just be making my way to the Shira Court bathhouse over here.
we'd go to the HQ.
Oh, is
The
that where you're going? Oh, that's not where I'm. Okay. Yeah.
no, you would. So yeah, the HQ you would see is completely guarded and locked up. That is not where your boss would be. He would be at the inn and bathhouse. That is the Shira
Oh.
HQ is only for the Shira family, like the highest of the highest officials, and is where the basically the one who controls this town is. But you guys are not getting in to see them just walking in. You would be meeting with the sort of lower level boss at the bathhouse. That is where you can find him. So yeah, you have all got reasons to go to the bathhouse at the moment, but the Shiracorp HQ is the only place that is locked to you. Everywhere else is available.
I
Sorry,
figured
the-
they'd want to
first
have their son right here, but their funeral.
And then everyone else can do
Alright,
whatever.
well, in we go.
Oh, okay. Everyone's coming with.
Boop.
Alright. Never mind.
Press the button. That's cool.
Cool.
A year now.
Well,
All right, let's have fun with tokens again. Who's missing?
I'm missing.
Because I can see a giant token up in the left.
I can
Yeah.
only see myself.
This is gonna need another reload. God damn it! All right, but this should be the last time that these maps change. Oh no, actually, it's not at all. Fuck.
Yeah, we'll go back to the town map, I assume. Yeah.
No, try and stay on that one because it's activated now. But if you're, I don't think there's any other way than to reload if you see the token up in the corner like that, like in the screenshot Australia's in.
Well, I
Yeah,
fixed
mine is
mine by teleporting.
My screen is just black.
Basically, if you mean the stream, that is because there is no observer marked on.
No, the stream, not the stream. My forge. I don't see. I see just.
Oh,
map is
I don't
black.
even see your token.
That's, I think, because your token hasn't gone down yet. That'll just, I'll have to put that down once it's working for me again. Okay, stand by.
Okay, cool. That's how I'm gonna have to do it. All right. Never mind. Oh, now I have control. Cool.
I am reloading page.
Yeah, sorry. The reason is the only way I can test this is with a bunch of people, but of course that's when we have our games.
Dude, I love the jank. You just have to embrace it.
Man,
Embrace the jank.
be happy you didn't have to figure out like the shield with. Ooh. Yeah. That's like that is the worst thing.
Yeah, it works. I can see.
I'm curious, how the
3
shield
people.
spell would work in this because it auto hits.
It doesn't work currently, I think, or maybe if you pull the MIDI, if you replace the base one you have with the one from the MIDI SRD, I think, spell list, then it works. Presuming that MIDI is set up to pull active effects, else it doesn't work. And hopefully you don't have better roll because then it fucks it over.
Yeah, no, most of that stuff should work, but I won't make any promises with this thing.
And in order to make the stuff like the what's called the aura of protection work, you just pull the active aura's aura of protection DEA and replace it with the current one if you have that as a paladin. Or whatever auras you have, then it auto applies for those in range.
Yeah, I've got some things set up for that, but not all of them work, and I haven't actually had the time to go into those, but will eventually. I will be right back though, as mine's just loading up.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time figuring that out, like, especially the shield.
Dude, you know what's something I just noticed? I just noticed, well, because I don't know how to say his name. I would dance around it, but call him Deb. I don't know how to say it. No one's addressed him by name quite yet. But the DM, he wrote me a little backstory and he put your name in it, and I have only just realized that is you.
I don't know what.
Wait, whose name?
Yours, Elias.
Oh!
I have only just realized.
That's awesome. Even though he said the Bass House is where you two have met.
Yeah.
You and
I was thinking about that the whole time. I was like, what do you mean? And then I go through everything you sent me. I was like, oh yeah, that's his name.
I'm kind of assuming by the fact that you don't know like Japanese that you do not watch anime.
Oh, it's worse. I watched dub.
Oh, you disgusting!
No.
I
don't
put no hate towards you. I put no hate towards you.
Man,
Absolutely.
No,
not.
don't tell me you
If
watched
it's-
the Data Live dub. Don't tell me you
This
watched
is
the
such
Data
a
Live
movie
dub.
campaign.
Look.
Dude.
Look, if it's something like action, I'll watch it dubbed. But if it's something like slice of life, sub.
You were
I'm
like, can I
I'm
just say,
too slow
Demon
to
Slayer?
read subtitles in
My-
action.
My sister's
Oh.
watching with my mom right now, and my mom is like, "No, I want to watch in English." You know, Tantaro's voice sounds so like Finji in English. Like, no.
Oh, then you should hear
very-
what's called the main character's voice in Data Live. He sounds like a imp. I only heard it once, and I was like, never. And then I went to
I'll be
watch
honest.
King's Avatar.
Like, I gotta
where
say,
have
the
to pause.
Haikyuu dub. The
Okay,
Haikyuu
but
dub is like pretty good. It's pretty okay.
I
like
will
some really
say,
funny moments. That's the only dub that I don't hate.
I would say Naruto dub isn't that bad because it's just such high budget. I think I think everyone's voices are pretty good.
Okay,
Mm.
look, wait. I want to say, I say I watch dub mostly, but I also will mention I read manga more than I watch anime,
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, come on,
So
he's
still
got to be
okay.
forgiven for that.
and I can't read Japanese.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Well, is
I,
it that
when I loaded in, it selected all the tokens, and then I tried to move one of you to see if you were standing on top of each other, and I fucked up literally all the tokens on the map.
Yeah, you made us all. Yeah, it was
Oh
fine.
no.
You just moved. Oh wait, you moved.
No,
everything.
you don't understand. You know
Yes, I
how much
see.
time I spent setting up everyone in their little positions, and
all
Oh,
the
no.
NPC.
Oh man.
no.
Okay,
Chill,
well, you should all be on the map though with your tokens
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Though.
Yeah.
It
I
sucks.
can-
There's no undo button.
I can see his pointer in the darkness, just moving stuff around. I can see his pointer.
You're just frantically like, wait, no, he's sitting here. I feel like a child playing with a diorama or something.
Okay.
And he goes here, and he goes here. Okay, yeah, but you should be able to like open the doors and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
I guess I'd let Elias lead the way because I don't know my way around here. I would assume he knows more
yeah.
than I do about this. Around this place.
So who would it be that I'm actually like looking for by name?
Jobuna Shira. Anyone named Shira? There's 3 Shira siblings. You would know this. The youngest one is the one that you have just found, and then the eldest son is basically your boss, and then there's the sister who just causes trouble most of the time.
So
I'll
you-
approach. Would I know who this is? This person, right?
Yeah, she will turn and say, "Oh, nice, you're back."
Yes, and I have a little troublemaker with me. Do you happen to know where Yobuna is?
Oh yes, he's in the baths. Dart can take you. And
Thank
she
you.
turns and looks to the side, and you see this geisha. Like camera pans down to this one. Who she goes, "Yeah."
I was about to ask, what is that thing?
Oh my god, it's
Fuck
stage
you.
mode.
Now we know.
What are you?
I mean,
Wait,
Sakura
you
just
don't
kind of
mind?
bows to everyone, like her usual greeting, like "Ohayo gozaimasu," like deep bow, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll just. They are not that bothered by formal introductions. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you can head through to the tavern over there and the bars on the other side, but I'll take you and the kid, Elias. And the grung will sort of lead you towards the right hand side, where the bathhouse is.
Should I follow Elias? Is this part of my thing at all?
I mean, I would assume you were in with the job because we are both
yeah.
Shira.
Yeah. I will.
No, well, Grovard's not Shira.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Isn't he?
No, I'm not.
No, Nagaka was the other Shira one, but
Oh fuck.
you were sort of showing. He was just he had come investigating or something.
Yeah, I came and grabbed you as part of a thing with the Shira. I'm involved with him, but I'm not Shira myself.
Okay,
I'm-
but
I'm
that's what I
involved in
mean.
crime.
You're like part of this job,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
so
Why
you
are
would.
there 2 Australians again?
because there is many.
Sorry, I just realized the doors aren't showing up on my screen. Can you guys see the doors?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see the
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have to open them.
Alright.
All right.
No, not that one. We're going back in.
You can just say like she's too short to open them, so she's like just looking at them and like you have to open them, bro.
Oh, in
Yeah,
here.
she usually opens them just by dragging it open with her tongue, but she feels like that's impolite at the moment.
Oh, she doesn't.
Oh wait, this fucking
Yeah,
door.
yeah, this door in here. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Violin.
We used to have a
Single file.
we used to have a conga line of people.
Got the troublemaker.
Single file. Let's go, everybody. Bum, bum,
Buttons.
bum, bum.
Alright. I assume this is the big man.
Oh my.
Yeah, you see a large man indeed sitting in this bath, and he just looks up, definitely recognizing you as you walk in, asking if you found him, as you are followed not long behind by Tizer.
Oh, I thought I was like having him over my shoulder.
Yeah, if you. If
Okay,
that's all right.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
clearly
wouldn't have.
not.
I wouldn't have brought anyone else over my shoulder if it wasn't.
Yeah. I'm just waiting outside for my stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys, if you don't want to be involved in this, you're welcome to explore the inn and bathhouse. There's lots of things in here, but at the moment he seems absolutely delighted, and he goes, "Oh,
yes. I would
Thank God."
suggest it is no bother. I would suggest you see that he is well and full because we hadn't had quite the time to check on him properly, outside of making sure he's breathing.
oh, that's all right. I'll make sure that he gets what's coming to him." But Elias, you have done well. I think you may have finally earned that little trip you've been looking for, eh? Everyone's been searching high and low for this fool. Where did you find him?
Oh my, it is a long story, and well, this might be a shock if you know some things, but in the belly of a kraken.
Oh, well, how did you manage that then, little brother? And he just shakes his head. He looks completely traumatized. And he realizes that this is going to be a long story. So he just turns to you again, Elias, and he goes, "Well, tell you what, you write down a report for us. Let us know what happened, and I think perhaps we can see about forgiving that little debt of yours."
I'll just bow my head.
It doesn't mean we're done, though, Elias. I'll call on you again in the future, but for now, I think you've earned some time to yourself. You wanted to go and get your rings or something, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Well, you have my full support, and I wish you the best of luck. You have done me proud today.
Again, I'll just bow my head. I'll see myself out.
Would this be the guy I have to talk to about my stuff? Would this be the guy about the delivery and everything? I talked to him.
No, that would. Well, this is like the big boss of that. So
okay.
you would be able to probably like that was what. Oh yeah, that's why Elias was taking it. It was pretty much supposed to be a demonstration of those weapons. But somewhere here, the shipment is probably somewhere in this building. However, this sumo wrestler sitting in the bath doesn't seem to be.
Yeah.
He seems to be completely taken with his brother at the moment.
Okay.
So there's probably someone else, maybe at the bar.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll step out.
Well,
All right. Head to the bar, I guess.
Oh wait, what? No, the where is everything?
The bar's
Ah.
in there. Yes. Do you remember?
You just hear this shouting coming from the bath as you all make your way to the tavern, which seems quite lively at the moment. There is a geisha standing on the stage that is busy playing a song on a shamisen. You can see a couple of the samurai and the pirates that are here as well. They have also just arrived and they're sitting down for a drink, celebrating their newfound riches. And you can give me a perception check as you all walk in here. See what you can over here.
God, fucking stupid. Damn it.
Oh, nice.
What is with my rolls tonight? There's been like 1 or 2 rolls above 10.
It's rough, man.
Okay, yeah. So you guys hear? That's right. This was a sort of group check. So with the 1 nat 1 and the 1 nat 20, sort of cancels each other out. And as you walk in, you can overhear there are several different conversations happening in here, but you hear a few of them discussing their encounter with a kami. You hear them debating what the kami's name was, and they all seem to be trying to give it a name. As a couple of them are discussing the dead dragon turtle, but most of them just seem to be celebrating the fact that they've got some wealth now.
Question: which one is the one that speaks about the kami?
You can see this table up here at the top of 3 samurai that they seem to be in heated discussion. One of them just going, no, we should call her Keiko. It means lucky child. No, Haruko, spring child. She is from the forest. And then he goes, so then we should call her Moriko for the forest child. And the other one goes, no, Tsukiko is the right one. She came from the moon. That's what we call her. And they just back and forth.
I would worry they would recognize the preacher.
Yeah, I did actually mean to ask you about that, June. How were you? What form were you taking when you were doing all that?
Doing all what? Like walking
Like,
around?
did you have a specific sort of Kami's priestess disguise, or
Oh,
were
yeah.
you just in your regular samurai form?
I took the form of a shrine maiden, basically.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get an image of
Okay,
it.
yeah. So they wouldn't recognize who's walked in here now, I assume.
Probably not.
But I'm saying this is you're in your samurai
Yeah, I'm in my samurai.
get up now. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So then no, they wouldn't realize this. But Elias, you will realize that you've been with like 3 different people throughout the day. That
Yeah.
Astray will walk up to them and lean in and say, I heard that she was named Saku of the Lotus Pond.
No. Sakura like sees this and it's like, you know, I heard that she's from the Sakura Forest back in Toto.
yes, that's what we were just saying. Haruko means spring child. That's what we should name her. She is clearly a child of the forest. It must be a new god, some sort of child of the 9-tailed fox and the Sakura forest together. Wait, do you know of that kami? Are you worshippers of this?
I'm not sure what. Tell me about this kami that came to you. And she sits down and sort of like listens eagerly to their interpretation of it.
Yeah, and as you sit there, you will hear them regale you with this tale that is definitely exaggerated, but and until they realize they sort of see Elias and Grovard walking in, which I think at this point might be the only ones they actually recognize. Yeah, these ones. So they sort of see them walking in. Oh, they were there. They can tell you. Oh, and they completely blow this out of proportion, but it's a full-on sailor story of how they met a god and it taught them to work together, and now they're all rich.
I'll
I see
Oh,
Jane
that's
grab
great.
some sake and take a seat over at this table, just listening to the story.
I mean, like this is how you make a difference. Pretend to be a god, and you know. But Sakura's very proud of herself. Like, she taught people to work together today.
And then they do genocide of some people. And
Oh.
this is what Sakura taught them. They work together to do that.
But I think if they eventually come back, she'll recommend. I mean, if she's a child of the Sakura Forest, why not call her Sakura-ko? Just a suggestion.
Sakura-ko, oh yeah, that could work. And they go back to discussing it. But as they are doing this, you hear a voice coming from the other side of the tavern. And you see Z standing there she's clearly bought herself some new robes, and
Oh, there's two Australians.
there are two Australias again. Wait,
Yes. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yes.
I swear, Australia is somehow copying her token and pasting it whenever we're not
No, I
noticing.
don't
We're
have
like,
the
"Ah,
ability. I don't have the ability to put down tokens. Do I? Nope.
you hacked it."
I
Wouldn't be surprised. After all the testing that I found a backdoor to do it.
I would after everyone's just like talking and stuff, I'd be looking for someone that I recognize as someone I should be talking to. Like, just looking.
Yeah, you can give me another perception check as well.
Got it. Nice. Just see.
Okay, yeah. So you look around, and are these doors open to these rooms down here at the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then, yeah, you will see inside one of those rooms. You will see. Oh shit! Where did she go?
She gotta be sent back.
She rolled real high on stealth.
She went to the bathroom.
I
Hiding
get
from
the
the
feeling
DM.
I've got tokens standing on top of each other or something. Oh no, this map is. Foundry is breaking today, guys. I'm really sorry. I don't know why it's doing it.
It's always breaking. It's fine.
Time is ripping.
Oh, there we go. There she is. Okay, yeah, you will see the other Shira, the daughter of Shira, as she is busy talking to a pirate captain about finding her brother. But you know that is supposed to be your contact for the rifles.
Okay, cool. And then they can do whatever. I'll do it after them. They can talk to this person.
Well, Z will basically tell you as she comes up and meets you guys that Sumihime's here. We've got a table down at the back, so you can come and join us there.
And I presume you handled that little thing.
Yes, she sort of ushers you into the room quickly and just she shows you and nods. She goes, "Yeah, I got it."
And as June enters the room, I'm gonna use the mage hand.
I'm not entering the room. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna
use the mage
yeah,
hand to close the door. Then
doesn't matter. I'm gonna try and listen through the door. It's been made out paper.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So you guys sit down there and you close the door. As we will pop over though to Grovard. What are you doing there, Elias? You will also see that the other Shira person is standing over there. That Grovard has gone over to talk to.
Hmm. Wait, is it in the room here?
No.
Or to
Yeah,
the right
where
of
you're
that?
standing. No, the character right in front of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is that door
Oh, wait.
open?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are just curtains, but
I'll step in.
You should probably announce your presence first.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget etiquette at all.
And also just not barging into a curtain room.
Yeah, I forget etiquette at least even a little bit. Yeah, I'll give like a knock on the door to kind of announce my presence. Yeah, you're right.
Probably on the side pillar because it's a curtain.
Is it a curtain or a door? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a curtain.
The king is a
Alright.
lie.
yeah.
All right, whatever. Oh yeah, you said door, so that's what I. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, I
I'll knock
tried
on
to
like the
get
side
it.
panel. Yeah, I'll knock on the side panel to gain attention, and then just announce myself. Yeah.
She just turns around and snaps at you. What do you want? We're busy here.
I'm here for a delivery.
You have something for me? Have you found my brother?
Yes, we did. He's currently talking to another one in the bathhouse, but I'm here for my delivery of with Daichi. I have
I'll just whisper over to you. Say who you are.
Oh, I'm Grovan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Grovan. I'm here.
Yes. One of son of Daichi. Oh, okay, I get it. Yes, the
Yeah.
crates are on the back. You can take care of it. Thank you. And she just, as she gets the news about her brother, she just tries to push past you and immediately start making her way. But yeah, she tells you that the crates are. She just says in the back.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, she doesn't seem too concerned with actually helping you here. She seems way more concerned with her brother as she rushes off in that direction.
Okay, great. Cool. Sure.
You will see there are a couple of other people like sort of standing around here, and Elias, you would know where she's referring to, where most of the sort of cargo is kept.
Yeah. Do you know where that is?
No.
Okay, come with me, and I'll just. So now comes the awkward part. Where is it?
Yeah. Now it comes like the actual.
Yeah, I would tell you, but I've got a new error. That's fun. It is literally at the top of the map. If you were to leave the tavern
Okay.
and turn left, and you follow,
Okay.
there is a room at the back. But we'll just say you guys can both roll an investigation check to try and find the right crate as you
Okay.
head up there.
Okay.
This room? This is a bathroom.
No, yeah, sorry. No. Oh, you guys went past it right up at the top.
Okay. I see.
Sorry, did I say go around the left? But in
Ah.
there, yeah.
I see. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so-
Investigation. That is that. That's intimidation. There you go.
So yeah, Grovard, you don't see it at first, but Elias manages to move some things around and pulls out a crate that has got at least a dozen of those rifles in it. Topaz Annihilators, as you were expecting.
My, what is this for?
Sorry. It's just a delivery. I don't know. That's not really my concern. Then we know.
Yeah. Good samurai doesn't just ask questions.
how heavy is the crate? Like, how heavy is it?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I'll just now that I know where it is, it's fine. I'll like move it to like an open spot just in the corner, and then I'll go grab it when we're about to leave. Yeah, that's what I'll do, and then I will head back to the rest of the group. I'll just head back.
Cool.
Alright.
I'll head
yeah,
back.
I'll
everyone
come
else.
with that. I'm not going to sit in a dank storage room just for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and then they can do whatever they did in that time.
See if June is still, or who's ever trying to listen through the door.
No, I was gonna ask if I can get my fairy dragon to. Is there like a area where you can just climb over the walls, or an area where you can just squeeze through invisibly?
Your best
Into
bet would
that
probably
room,
be
no.
the window. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, there's the window, and then there are curtains, so you might be able to squeeze in through the top of the curtain.
Yeah, I'll cast skill empowerment on the familiar, and then I'll let it scurry around to that side and just do a little spying on them. I like spying.
Okay. You can roll a stealth check with advantage then, or whatever that skill improvement does for it.
Yeah, so it'll just give it an extra +2 to the check.
I can give you a luckstone that gives you an advantage for an ability check.
What is with my rolls?
Would you like to hold on to that luckstone for a second?
Yes, please. Oh wait,
Okay, well.
wait. I have an inspiration. I'll use that.
It's gonna be even worse.
What? I'm so close.
That'd be 14 though, right?
Oh, okay. Either way, that'll be a 15. No, 16. It would be 16. For a second, I thought it was another one.
That's what it looks like to me, dude. That's so tough.
Oh, my rolls. I'm hating them so much.
Yeah, so Estrella, as you close the curtain with your mage hand, a few seconds later you see the curtain rustle underneath as if it got kicked up by the wind or something. The curtain definitely moves, but it's invisible, so you can't see it.
Right. Again, I'll also give June my luckstone. Hold on to this. Yeah, your next ability check gets advantage.
Thank you.
Yeah, by this point, you probably need.
I just thought of a way to give myself an extra, give the dragon a little bonus. I'll give it a little bit of yield bardic inspiration if I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, I'll allow it. There's already music and stuff playing in here. It wouldn't be weird.
Alright, cool. Yeah, there you go. D10.
But how are you inspired?
So when I make it appear and I cast a spell, empowerment, skill empowerment on it, I'll say, okay, you haven't had the best track record, but this time I believe in you. You can be quiet when you really, really want to. And that'll be my inspiration I give to it. It will get an extra 8 to the roll, so bringing the check to a 23.
Yeah, so the curtain still moves, but it's not obvious what moved it. There's no reason you would suspect it to be June's fairy dragon. It could just be the wind. Could have been anything. But your fairy dragon is successfully posted up in that room. Well, we can actually do that one, right?
This is why I don't like Foundry. It gives me bad rolls all the time.
What do you mean? I get
That's why you
amazing
get
rolls.
advantage. That's why I give you advantage. Use it wisely, my man.
I already used the advantage on that stealth check.
Oh, that's what you used it for.
Yeah. So
Oh,
no,
cool.
I didn't use the Luckstone on that. I just rolled with advantage because it's invisible, and I still rolled a 5 and a 1 and a 7. Oh god.
Alright.
That is
Just tell me when you use it because I need to keep track of it.
All right, cool.
that is just the worst. just ugh.
But yeah, I'll gesture to you guys if you want to come join June at this table over here.
Oh yeah. I
She's
guess
just she's got a
yeah.
nice sake bottle out, a few cups.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah. Oh, and you will also, now that you guys have been in here for the bar, in the bar a little bit, you guys can drink for free in this place after what you've done today. They are all very happy to see you, and a couple of people will be buying you drinks and things, so we don't have to worry about actually
I
paying for
see.
drinks. You guys can drink as much as you like. Elias, also, this is,
Thank you.
you don't even usually pay for drinks in this tavern.
Well,
Now just imagine Elias being like, he drinks and then he just what's called dine and at the thing where you basically run for the ticket.
dine and dash.
Yeah, dine and dash, exactly. That's how I imagine it.
Oh, that was a lovely meal. Just sprints out of the door.
Yeah, although based on what we've seen from Elias, I feel like Elias is the one that they send after the people who do that. Track them down.
I'm. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, but you also have a reason to celebrate because you are now free. You are no longer beholden to their orders.
Mm. I'm just gonna kind of just sit back and lean back in fucking bliss.
Yeah, I'm sitting there drinking. I'm waiting on the whole group to get there. They had their little thing. I'm just waiting with June, and then waiting on them.
Yeah, currently June is sipping on some sake. The fairy dragon will be able to communicate telepathically to me, giving me all the information I need.
Okay.
All right. Before we jump to Australia over there, Jerry, looks like you're just still standing outside. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm still carrying the giant dragon turtle shell, and I don't think I can just walk in holding a giant turtle shell. It just seems too weird.
I mean, you can. There's, you can see that you are not the only person to have brought some loot from the dragon turtle. There's a couple of bits and pieces, probably even one or two other shells, sort of tied up outside. But yeah, you'd probably be able to find a space to put it inside.
Yeah, I'll join everyone at the table.
Okay, yeah. You don't have to worry about. I mean, you might need to worry about being robbed here. This is quite a dodgy place, but you guys have just made most of these pirates and samurai richer than they thought they could be. So you are not probably their primary targets tonight. Everyone is celebrating hard, and you can see one of the geisha that's on stage. She's really starting to get into it.
June, where are you sitting?
Right about over here.
Okay, I don't see anyone here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sit over here by my marker. That's where everybody else is. Everybody else is sitting around. I don't know. I think Sakura can squeeze next to Jin and Gorvat. Yes, I think that's the character's name.
Oh, I thought the rest of the whole
Yeah.
group was in that little room.
Yeah, she's good with that.
Yeah, Sakura is just over here at the moment. So
Cool.
Okay, so sorry, who are you sitting with, Sakura?
between Jin and Grovad, I think it was.
And squeeze over, and then go and then just go a little bit
Yeah,
as well.
here I'll give a little
Yeah,
bit of
I mean,
room.
you guys you don't actually take up a full 5 feet, so we'll,
Oh,
we'll just say
yeah,
you guys
okay.
you're all sitting around that
we
table.
are wide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like, look,
We are the wide body.
Sakura is like quite petite, so she definitely doesn't take up like a full 5 feet.
Yeah, and Jerry's
No.
Probably be better for her to sit next to Jerry, two of the smaller.
You know what? That's a good point.
Jerry may be
Yeah.
wider than most of you, though. Big face. The buffest
Well,
mouse you
Yeah,
ever did see.
Yeah, Jerry's thick. Well, I imagine that Jerry's pretty thick, you know.
Jerry's the definition of a compressed image.
But yeah, you guys all managed to fit around that table. Meanwhile, back in the other room, Estrella, what are you trying to discuss here in private? As he kind of goes, "Oh, I thought I was inviting everyone in."
Guess they don't want to be here, but well, it's good to see you finally got some new gear, and also sounds like you got a bag. And she just like talks a little in the bag of holding, since all that weight must be weighting down Sakura a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how she carries so many weapons, but anyway, wait, shall I put it in there? She points to your bag of holding.
Well, if you want everyone in this room to go to space, then yes.
Oh, well, we don't want that. How was your adventure? I mean, it looked like you slammed the door in their face there. I thought you had something like private you wanted to discuss.
Oh, yeah. We saw we saw a funny colored dragonborn, who also informed us that apparently those squid people had come here. Though, I guess the more important thing is, do you think there's other masks? Or maybe we can find some dragon to get to that, to get blood for that room.
Sumihime nods and says, "Oh, there are definitely other masks. That's why we need the blood. We're trying to find the ultimate one. I'm afraid these red ones and the copies that I've given you aren't exactly as powerful as the originals. I mean, even the old Shira man here, he carries one of those. They're old friends of the Red Demon." And you will have noticed if you were there in the bathhouse as well that the Shira boss, he had a similar mask hanging from his belt.
Ah, so we shouldn't be worrying about carrying them while going here.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't flaunt them, but yeah, I think Kunasa's pretty safe. No one really cares what happens in Kunasa. But if we are going to Taton, yeah, definitely don't mention anything about it there.
They don't like red dragons.
Or they cannot be associated with the Red Demon is the problem. And if they find out, well, let's just hope that doesn't happen. And Z goes, it won't come to that. Look, I've changed out of my uniform finally. You know how long I've been wearing that? And if that's true, what you're saying, that there are those squid creatures in the bay, then I think all more reason for us to go and get our water ring as soon as possible, right?
True. And presuming that delivering that boy was the business of Rovad and Elias, then I think there's no reason to be here for extended time.
Oh, you found him? Oh, there was a hell of a bounty on his head. I'm sure that'll help.
So there was a bounty. Well, not really caring about that. Returning him was hopefully the right decision.
Well, we shouldn't waste too much time here. It is getting late. If we stay here any longer, we're probably going to have to spend the night. So maybe we should go meet up with the others, see if they're all ready to get back on the road.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. So yeah, Z will sort of go with you to go and check outside. What's everyone doing as they exit?
Yeah.
Drinking sake.
Yeah, I'm still just kind of flying high on my situation.
There's a better time. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting there.
Yeah. So are you telling anyone about that situation? Why you were so elated?
No. Nah, it's fine. There's a better time. Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone...
Never mind. Sorry.
No, carry on.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'd after seeing them walk out, I'd like go up, and then I'd start grabbing the stuff out the back, and like move them out, to our table. I'd like go in the back, move them back, so I can have them nearby. I want to keep watch of them for now. The Topaz Destroyers. That's what I'd be doing. I'd bring them out the back, and then bring them over here next to the table. While we talk.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can easily sort of slide it under the table, and it's within reach and always in your sort of range of vision. What is your passive perception, by the way?
20.
Okay, yeah, cool. Wait, really? It says 13 on mine.
It's a.
Oh wait,
20.
I keep mixing up your guys' voices with Elias and Grovard. Like I've got you guys switched. So if I refer to if I refer to you in the wrong way, just remind me because I'm still connecting voices to characters.
Yeah, no worries.
I keep mixing you up. So yeah, that okay. You are easily able to do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you will all see that there is on that box that there is Daichi's Dragon Clan symbol is sort of stamped onto it that it is for delivery to Toto.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he's-
anything else you guys are doing here in the bar?
He's
Wait,
at the table with us, right?
We can see that it's rifles in there, right?
The way I picture it is, isn't it just like, a crate where the top is basically, the standard crate? Or is it like crates where you stack rifles?
I'd imagine it's like a closed crate.
Okay. She's gonna see the symbol and ask, "What's in there?"
Daichi's delivered. He's got some of these new rifles. It was in trade for me helping out find the Shira kid.
What does he need rifles for?
Maybe in case another invasion like that night happened, we'll No, he wasn't there, but rifles could have been really useful there.
I will also remind you that, I mean, Estrella might because you've been around, but rifles are not really like this is new technology in Kiga. This is you saw those other samurai using these weapons earlier today, so you know what he's talking about. But just a reminder that guns are not really a common thing.
Yeah.
That was my
She
job.
was like very suspicious. She doesn't think that doesn't trust his motives. She just raises an eyebrow and takes a sip of her drink.
Can I ask, are these like muskets? Like what kind of rifles
No,
are these?
I don't
so
think it's an AK. But
you saw it when we were on the Dragon Turtle. They shoot out like fucking like giant beams of just like
So like
destructive, like laser guns.
okay.
But yeah,
Mm.
they're like
Yeah,
See, I'm all about that combustion fucking firearms.
Yeah, no,
Combustion
these
way
there is
cooler.
the difference with this is they don't use ammunition. They use a topaz dragon scale, which you guys would probably be the only two to actually understand how these things work because you've been part of this deal. But that they are it uses draconic magic to fire. So it's not firing a projectile necessarily, but it's also not quite a laser. It can fire a disintegrate ray though, in the
Yeah.
same sort of fashion with its most powerful sort of attack. Otherwise, it can fire smaller rounds.
okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I get it now. Okay. So I'll just slide it under. How close? That'll say how close is everyone? Like, I'm assuming it's like 5 foot. If I were to speak, it would be like easily heard? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, there's music playing. There's a lot of people here in the tavern, and they all like pirates and things. So people aren't generally like if people are eavesdropping on you, that means they've come here to eavesdrop on you. It's
Yeah.
not. People are generally pretty respectful about keeping their business to themselves.
You can have a look around to see.
Yeah. I'll try and yeah. I would say I would give a look around and see if anyone is particularly listening.
Yeah, you can give another perception check to see if anyone's particularly trying to listen in, other than like the party that's standing around the table.
Oh my god! It was so close to a natural 20.
Feel my pain.
Oh my god.
That's right. With a 12, you can see that everyone in here is just celebrating their new wealth, and they are too drunk to care what you guys are talking about. And also, most of them probably don't know what's in that crate.
I didn't know the Will Wheaton curse can infect your computers. I had no idea.
Yeah, were you playing online games with all we?
I don't know. Maybe he was in my lobby. Feel dirty.
I'll look towards the four, and I'll ask so how did you guys get in the service of Daichi?
How did I? I kind of just fell into it. These guys got me into it.
yeah, get captured as prisoners.
Oh.
Wait.
Not
You
me though.
say-
I was just studying at the scholars school.
Huh.
And got assigned a squad.
So it's more work by force for all of you. Like it's Soccer and I are the good ones, not criminals like them.
My god.
Excuse me, I'm not a criminal.
Neither am I, but
That's Z saying you and use Sakura and her aunt on criminals.
Yeah, when you say that, she'll kind of look at you, June, and go,
Oh, please. I am honest. I am an honest citizen who has never done a bad thing in her life.
if you say so, June.
I
At least I didn't run out screaming from a geisha house.
Her face immediately just changes from a smoke to like, and she just takes a swig of sake.
I say I'm not entirely oblivious. I feel a kind of tension when the subject comes up. So how do you guys feel about his I guess in your particular situation it's kind of worse, but on particularly Daichi himself.
Personally, I have nothing against the guy. I just think he's a bit of a dick.
Hmm.
I don't know if we should be discussing this with one of his sons.
Come on, he's trustworthy. You won't tell him.
How do you know?
Sakura, I know people. I know when to trust people. People you fought alongside with, you can trust them. Most
I'll
of the time.
keep
Can
a
I?
solid insight on this the whole time. I'm really looking in. I want to make sure. I'm trying to keep I'm trying to read into everything after they answer every
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, for sure. Roll insight.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will leave that up to you guys to.
Yeah, I just
to
want to
role play that.
just like I just want to see. I just want to see how everyone feels about every question. I'm trying to get the most.
Yeah, June is completely honest. He just thinks he's a bit of a dick, bit of a warmonger, if you will, and doesn't appreciate it very much.
26.
Yeah, Sakura doesn't trust you enough to answer you.
Okay.
Is like the simple answer. I mean,
Yeah, no worries.
yeah.
I am really not involved in this.
Yeah, that's why I asked the four of them, because I knew you had no stake.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking around, just mind wandering.
Yeah, Jerry isn't scared of you, so he just gives you a straight answer.
Mm-hmm.
Daichi is a warlord. He got to where he is now by force. He takes land from innocents by force. He doesn't care about their lives.
Interesting. And then I look at Estrella for an answer.
Personally, I don't have any problems with him so far. From what I've seen, he hasn't done anything that has been detrimental to his people. Though, if what I've heard of from the Mouseville people, I think they spoke, as I remember, they spoke about him in a bad term, plus those tabaxis, though they could be lying, so I don't see any problems with him at the moment.
Prisoner, and then two people that was assigned to it. Interesting. So, how would I assume I can get? I'm not very trustworthy. I can get that plane off of Soccer over here, and I understand. But I've heard of you guys in Kenji's squad, in his service, should I say?
Forced.
Forced, and that was my understanding.
Yeah, Sakura scowls.
Yeah, I am not okay. I don't believe in any word of Daichi whatsoever. I saw what you guys can do out there. You handled yourself well. If anything, I handled myself very poorly. and that shows I have more work to do. Natural 20 on insight, you say?
I love that. The image of like Sakura's eyes going wide, like, wait, what? A blue dragonborn that doesn't want to work for Taichi? Like,
But like with that
Wait,
insight,
Is
he's
this
telling
a
the
blue
truth.
dragonborn being humble? What the hell?
Yeah, that's why she's like inciting, because it seems like a load of bullshit.
yes, I mean, Grover, is that the truth?
With natural 20 insight, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
nice.
true. And I'm currently on a mission to take down the blue dragonborns from the ground up.
Ooh.
So I would request in return for helping me kind of infiltrate, because I'm not sure if you guys know about the inheritance. The blue dragon sons really fight for it, and some of them are okay, but some of them are just plain into Daichi's ideals, and I'm here to stop him as a warlord. So if you guys could be a part of that trade a little bit, I'd help you out in whatever you guys need in return. I'd be extremely grateful.
Yeah, Sakura just like pats his shoulder, seeing that he's telling the truth, and says, "You can be my friend."
Thank you.
You're welcome. She goes back to drinking her stuff.
Yeah.
You see the gears turning in June's head right now. She's like, ooh.
And there are
But
some.
she will like secretly contact you telepathically, and we can do that in a private chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for a Warforged to make that joke.
So
Gears turning in their head.
So, and
Can I-
with Z, I confirm her. Yeah.
She seems to smile like with sly. She seems keen on that idea.
Can I ask how much of like this conversation would I sort of understand?
I mean, you'd like right now. I guess you might be looking for new options, and you would know of Toto and who Daichi is. Daichi is the daimyo of the Blue Dragon clan, and yeah, he is a pretty brutal warlord just to the south, like on the other side of the Sakura Forest from where you guys are now. But that's who the guns were for as well, was for one of the sons of Daichi, which all the blue dragonborn that go there end up as sons of Daichi, and they're all generally fighting over who's going to get to take over the throne when he dies. But this sounds like Grovot might be suggesting speeding up the process.
Time to kill some dragonborn.
Yeah, I mean, you're an investigator. It is not uncommon to hear these kinds of things going on with the nobility trying to kill each other over who's going to rule land, and this is feudal Japan. Like
An
that shit
inheritance
happens a lot.
involved. Yeah, I can. I understand.
But
If
um,
you don't mind me asking a completely irrelevant question,
sure.
rings. May I ask what you know of them?
I am missing. I have 3 rings, and I'm in the pursuit of the fire and water ring.
I'll just nod my head. and just turn to everyone else.
Estrella
I'm
will
also
just be lifting her right hand and showing the 3 rings she has.
Did you already have 4, Australia?
Nope, not unless I suddenly has been like given the firing. You
You
confuse it.
already have a fire ring.
That is
remember?
that. No, that's Desnia,
Oh, Stesney has the fire ring. Right.
and maybe more.
So this is I found you guys kind of I know I can't do it by myself. So, and I saw what you guys were capable of, and then the disgust, especially from Sakura here about just the mention of the name. So I felt somewhat common, but I had to see. I had to see kind of how y'all felt. That's what the questions before were.
Hmm.
Well, have you considered that if you remove Daichi, a power struggle will most likely ensue to someone taking the throne? So, unless of course you already considered someone
Yep.
powerful enough to take the throne when he is removed.
I have considered. And that person would be me.
Well, I don't see a problem by replacing Daichi with you. Though, one condition. No harm is to come to the general.
To the who? To the who?
Sorry. General.
Yeah, the old man that he's Daichi's right hand man.
Oh, okay.
He's a good guy. We shouldn't hurt him. I'm actually, and Z thinks for a moment and says, I mean, if this is what we're planning, General Mac might be interested in helping us. After Kit and everything, I don't think he's as much on Daichi's side as he used to be.
I will also hold on a second. Okay. So I would say, and if this brings any more trust into it, I would have to admit that I'm not really a dragonborn per se. More, there comes a little bit with it, but I'll just say that I used to be human. So I was not born in it, and if that brings anything that I'm more artificial, then I hope that brings a little bit more trust.
And here I would ask, can I roll I'm not sure what it would be to basically figure out that he is most likely a chosen, or whatever you call them, basically like those that basically are like turned into Dragonborns.
Yeah, you can make a religion check for that one, I think.
Yeah, that's actually perfect because that actually fits because another thing about it, that's correct because it's connected to one of the dragons.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How much do you know?
Not a lot.
You've heard vague stories in your travels, but a lot of those stories seem to conflict, especially around Arania. There are so many dragons, and most of the draconic stories like that, they do lead to Kiga in this place, but you wouldn't be familiar with any specifics of those kinds of rituals, though you would get the impression that Grovat is telling the truth, that he may be one of those.
Oh, that can explain how Daichi has so many Dragonborn children. Interesting.
That is actually not the case. I'm one of a kind.
Hmm.
Those are
Well-
real Dragonborn that were born that way. I'm under. Those are reals. I was chosen to become this.
I would like at this point, Sakura, can you also give me a religion check, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Then you would have
Oof.
no additional information on that, I'm afraid.
It's okay. It is what it is.
I would ask one more question. Do any of you just so happen to, bow down to, let's say, any demons or anything like that? Just like as like a god per se.
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, I guess I have something of a pact, but not to a demon. So
I mean, not demons. I mean, I trust and worship the kami, but those are not demons.
as far as we know, anyway.
Yeah, I guess the only connection I have would be with what you call a kami.
In my religion, would I suggest that kamis are demons, or is that more of a gray area?
No, kami is just Japanese for God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
this-
no, but I'm saying, like, would I look at them as more like that, like fiends and stuff like that? Would I look at them as
No.
more of that area? Okay, cool.
No, kami are actually gods. They kind of like lesser deities in a sense, where in Kiga is known as the land of 1,000 fortunes. Kami and fortunes are the same thing, where there are so many gods that celestial dragons and things are also considered kami. Most of the celestial spirits, but no, demons would be otherwise referred to as yokai in this world. So no, kami and a demon are the
Okay.
opposite.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Wait, fuck. Isn't a kitsune a type of yokai?
It is
Yeah,
technically.
kitsune are fae in this world. So yes, they
Okay.
are. They can
Wait,
be. I mean, in terms of fae, it's like hags are fae as well. So, but fae are not demons or kami necessarily. They are fae kami, but those are more. What do you call them again? What is Satoru? I've forgotten what it's called. What a fae kami is. It's got a specific name, but the kami are separate. They could be humans that ascended to gods. They could be ancient primordial gods. It's a wide range.
Okay, then she's not gonna say that she's a yokai because she's not.
An archfey, yes, that was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Ah.
All right. Well, that's all I need. Yeah, that's the plan. And in return, if the plan goes successfully, then we can help each other out as much as needed. Whatever personal things that you have, I'd be totally willing to help with, and for that. So.
Well, speaking of a plan, I've already had this idea of a rebellion in my mind for quite a while, surprisingly enough. And I have somewhat of a plan.
Okay. What's
So-
your idea?
Right. So, in order to run a kingdom, right, you need first a military. We could probably get the military on our side through the general. He doesn't
Or
seem
just-
to like that very much.
Honestly, just the fact that, I mean, can I just point out of character that they all love Sakura because she makes them tea? Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah,
You
just
guys are
because
pretty
they.
popular with the samurai in Toto.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
a certain
we
level of
will
fame.
have we'll have no problem getting the samurai to our side.
Yeah. And then we'll also need the people on our side. People aren't a fan of Raichi as a whole. He rules through fear, right? So all we have to do is inspire hope in the populace. Simple enough. And finally, the final piece of the puzzle that I've been struggling with is legitimacy. And we have that in the form of our Dragonborn friend over here.
Yes. I would say I'm not sure how long this takes, but I would say I'm going to deliver this to him as soon as possible. And I could try and convince him to move you from Kinji's group to under mine. So there's reason for us to be together to make it
Ooh, I like that.
suspicious.
I don't like Kenji.
That's probably a good idea.
Most difficult part of running a kingdom would probably be not accidentally putting those corruptible in your government.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We first have to get the
I-
kingdom.
Of course.
I know a
I suppose
couple.
it won't be my kingdom in any sense.
Well,
I know a couple Dragonborn that are pure enough. They have the right idea. They're just
Corruptible, not corrupted.
Mm.
Careful.
Z will pipe up and say, I don't mean to be funny, but I mean, Mr. Elias, you don't really have any stakes in this fight. I
No, of
feel
course
a bit
not.
strange discussing this in front of you, to be honest.
Ah, I see. Well, I will be somewhere around.
Oh
I
no,
was-
I'm not asking you to leave. I was actually wondering if maybe you could help us. See,
Oh,
Lady Sumihime and I have been trying to figure out a way to get control over Toto for a while now ourselves, but well, it's a lot more complicated than it seems, and you seem to have some knowledge of how these things might work. I don't know. What did you do here, or what do you do here for the Shirako?
I'm an investigator. I do things better than having knowledge. I get knowledge.
I mean, I don't know any shinobi that we can trust in Toto, and maybe it would be a good idea to have someone like that working with us. I mean, would you be interested in taking a job? And she sort of looks at the rest of the party, trying to
Yeah.
suss out if this is a good idea or not.
he seems pretty great, and I think if I become well, if once we get once I become Daimo, I can get you out of that debt that I kind of overheard with the Shira, and you can live whatever life that you desire.
That debt is paid.
Oh, okay. Never
No
mind. then.
worries about that.
Okay.
And well, seeing as I've just bought my freedom, and yes, I'd be willing.
Great. I mean, I guess you don't have to decide now, but at least maybe stick with us till we get the rest of our rings. I mean, none of us are going to be overthrowing any governments anytime soon if we can't even do that.
And I'll just silently nod my head, just yeah.
Yeah, I just whisper to myself that it wouldn't matter and take a sip of my drink.
Why wouldn't it matter?
Big things are coming. Maybe even too big for us.
Well,
feel like all eyes are on Jerry right now. Like,
Yeah.
kids
Well,
relax.
Just everyone just doesn't change their posture, but they just turn to him anyway.
Back at
Care.
the Mousefolk village, I met one of the Mousefolk. Yeah, the Mousefolk are people of honor, and revenge is well sort of honor, honoring the dead. The small folk are bringing back the elementals.
Ah.
I mean,
Elias, can you please give me? Oh, Elias and June, actually.
ooh,
Can you both give me history checks or religion checks, either or?
Okay, that's not
come on,
terrible.
Okay,
Don't
June.
you have
I mean,
inspiration
you are.
or something, June?
what's up?
Don't you have session inspiration or something?
I already used my inspiration.
You have that
for-
luck stone.
I will
Uh,
say I was going to give you all inspiration for this conversation, so if you would like to use that now, you are welcome to.
You also
Yeah.
have that luck stone.
Yeah.
I'll use
I'm
the
not letting you
Luxstone
hold on to it forever.
then. Yeah, I'll use the Luxstone for this.
Okay, then just roll another.
Oh my god.
uh,
Did you hear me hit my desk?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I feel
Um,
like
so-
oh man.
June.
Yes.
I just want you to know your next two ability checks now have disadvantage. It is a cursed luck stone. No problem.
Thanks for letting me know about that.
Sorry, it slipped my
Our
mind
rolls
for
are
a
already
second
bad
until
enough.
now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
do you want to see a cool trick?
Sure.
Just toss the luck stone away. Just throw it. I'm not kidding.
Yeet.
Yep. And then I just open my palm and the luck stone's right there. Out of my palm.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, sorry, little digression. Where were we?
You can
Alright,
also roll a
history checks.
performance if you want. But yes, the history checks that what you learn from that, June. What you already know of the elementals is basically all that you've heard. But what you will have realized is that there are a bunch of new symbols in your book that you will need to spend some time deciphering.
Ooh.
That you feel like may have some connection to what Jerry's talking about. However, Elias, all you are able to glean is that you have heard many of the fishermen and the samurai and that have been that go out into the bay and a lot of the trading companies that there is an island in the middle of Uchibito Bay that all of you have seen. You could all see it from the shore. That is not on any of the maps, and like people have reported strange things when they've sailed past it. And when Jerry says something big is coming, after seeing that dragon turtle today, you wonder how big could a creature actually get?
I mean, the moon did explode.
That I will say, that island has been there for months. You guys saw it when I'll say without a check, you'll all be able. I meant to actually mention this when you were on the beach, but you will have noticed then that the first time you guys went onto the beach and you looked out over Uchibito Bay, you thought you were looking at the Iranian Empire. And even Seto commented, like, wow, we can actually see it from here. But when you were now on a different side of the bay, you could see the same mountains in the distance, but from a different angle. It's in the middle of the bay. It's not the Iranian Empire. That's far, far away. There's a land mass that's not supposed to be there in the middle of the bay.
So something big is coming. You know what else is big and somewhat recent?
A moon exploding.
I'm holding
Certain
back the
island.
nuts joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind went as well.
I was trying to skirt by that. I wasn't. That's why I said the moon immediately. I was.
Sorry,
Doesn't
did I
make
just miss? Did I just miss an innuendo or something?
Yeah, you said it.
What's big and has recently appeared?
Yes.
Yes, please answer the question, because like again, everyone has turned. They've forgotten what Jerry was talking about, and they're all waiting for
Yeah.
the answer to this.
The island.
Okay.
Of course, the asexual would accidentally make a fucking sex joke and not realize it. Cool.
Yeah, Z throws her hands in there and goes, "Oh damn it! I thought he was going to say these nuts," but she at the same time goes, "Speaking of which, look, I don't know how much time we want to spend here if we are going to be going. That festival is only in like 3 days. We need to have all of our rings by then."
Hmm.
Just to
You have to make
just
hay
to
when they
remind everyone.
Yeah.
Well then, shall we get
Jerry
going?
remembers. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I know Jerry remembers. He's the only one that's been like patiently tapping his foot. But to Grovard and Elias, she would want to explain that the plan was to go and join the Gempuku ceremony that's at the Spring Festival, which is held in like 3 days. So to get those last 2 rings, that's all the time you would have to do it. You can, if you failed out, you could try again later, but that's basically the time that you're working with.
Okay.
Very well.
Do
Let's get going.
Elias and Grover have any of the rings?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them. And it just so happens to be the same ones you got.
Yeah.
What
a coincidence.
Yeah.
Wait a second. If it is the same one that we got, that means that there exist 2 identical rings from in the same space, which would basically create a paradox since there isn't supposed to exist
Yes.
2.
Astrea's been cloning herself too
Astrea.
much. She's
This is
getting used
too
to this.
meta.
Wait a second. Wouldn't that mean if I clone myself, I have 6 rings?
Yeah, but you'd have 3 of the same, so it would be pointless.
You'd have.
You guys
double-
would also know, Grovard, speaking of convenience, you would also know that the Water Ring trial is at the same temple at the. It's like basically right behind the Temple of the Topaz Champion is where the trial is held.
Oh, excellent.
So you know where the next trial is what I'm saying.
Yay. Okay. Well, guys, it just so happens to be. Yeah. So, in Toto, it's in Toto, right? Topaz Champion. It's in Toto.
No, it's no. Toto's a whole other city. The
Oh, okay.
the temple is its own place and is closer to Taton.
Okay.
Very similar names, but very different.
Near Taton, next to behind the Topaz Champion, is where the next challenge is. So we can go there. We'd like.
Wait, I'm gonna put up the map at this point because
Okay.
I think you guys need to actually see what we're talking about. I realize for the 2 of you probably haven't even seen this map yet.
No, I haven't.
Ah, there. That's a whiles away.
Totem, Tazon, and then where are we?
So you guys are in Kunasa at the moment, and
Oh wait, no. Okay.
We're gonna have to go there.
I see.
and
I
then
have
get the
eyes.
and then we're gonna have to get the next one, then head to Toto to deliver. Jesus, there's so much shit we gotta do. Alright. Well.
Yeah, meta-wise, I will also say I'm going to give you a lot more potential things that you can do than you have to do. Like, don't feel like you have to complete every side quest, because that is why we're at level 15 and still haven't got our rings yet.
We went to space getting our rings. It was crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just saying in terms of like, I will give lots of side quest options, but don't feel bad ignoring them to try and keep going on the main plot. That is an option too.
Hey, but don't give them to Sakura though, because she wants to help everybody
No, I
except
know,
Daichi.
You want
the
to help
temptation
dragon
is
fight
going to be there.
fight the what are they called? The mind flayers.
No, fuck them. So
Yeah.
everyone except Daichi and Mind Flayers and things with tentacles.
So just have.
What if Daichi secretly is a mind flayer?
Wow, what a twist!
Daichi's human, right?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
That's what I thought. Oh, never mind.
Wait, so how many humans do we have here?
We have 2. No, 3. 4.
Wait, 1.
2, Z and Elias.
And June
Ah.
is human, air quotes.
Oh, right, and June.
I mean, I can fit in with the human guy.
Oh, wait, fuck me. I was human, but then
Yeah,
I
you-
died, and I came back
Yeah.
in a kitsune body. So now I'm
that'd be it.
like physically a kitsune, but I mean most of my life was like human, you know?
Yeah, so we
Right.
can relate. We can relate.
So
yeah.
what's
Yeah.
dying like? I can't say I've done it. Should I try it?
Not dying, yeah. I guess I
No.
can relate to that bit, but
No, don't do it. I mean,
Ah.
if you do, you get to meet this really cool astral dragon, but I would still not recommend it. The astral dragon's really nice though, but he didn't want any
Okay.
tea.
what
I'm not a big fan of dragons.
what did
Something
the
Oh,
that
no,
they should
dragons
not
are
have
great.
scales.
what did the
I
astral
have
dragon
some
look like?
dragon friends. All you have to do is give them tea.
And just
Robot
check
sitting
like
there like, what? You met a celestial dragon? What? Tell
Yeah,
me
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what does he look like? Yeah, what did he look like?
A dragon.
And she like explains every detail, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I've also got my blue dragon friend. And he said that whenever I need him, I can like call him. He'll just come down for some tea sometime. He's really cool.
What did the celestial? Would I recognize the celestial dragon at all? Would it be relevant at all?
I mean, yeah, you'd probably have. You can give me a religion check with advantage, actually,
Yeah.
to see the dragon she's talking about after she died.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah. Anything to deal with intelligence is not my strong suit.
But an astral dragon, I will say, you would be aware of like the mythology of celestial dragons and like dragons in heaven. So that would imply that she was in heaven and not hell, because
Okay. Cool.
like, yeah, based on your experience with that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that would give me a lot more confidence in the group. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Nice.
Yeah, but also it's kind of hard to believe, like with the 9. That's quite a story, if that
I
is
mean,
true.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be more inclined to believe it. I personally, other people would be, but I'd be more inclined to believe it.
Yeah, you did just tell them that you were turned into a dragonborn. So, like, of all the people to have stories about like transformation.
Yeah, I feel like most people would be like, your friends with like an ancient blue dragon. Might be stupid, but you're like, that's really fucking cool, bro. It's great.
I'll be honest, I entirely just wrote that off like, yeah, of course she is.
Like I said, tea is a really useful tool. Like
Is there
s-
something
she
in the
loves
tea?
she
Yes.
no, she just makes like the best green tea, and she just
Grovod-
There's
gives it to
something in the
people.
tea.
Grovod does like tea.
No,
I did roll percentile on it, even though I hate it.
nice.
Grovod does
Here's the thing. There's nothing like special in the tea. It's just like traditionally made Japanese green tea. But I mean, she just does like really well in persuading people with it. Like she just offers everyone tea, and they just suddenly love her for it.
There is
It's
something in
great.
the tea.
No, there isn't. Not that she knows of.
just a
Like
special,
she
just
she
slipping
make
psychedelics in the tea. You know,
she made the blue dragon like tea with did a tea ceremony and everything. And June gave her advantage and she got him nat 20. So Dev was like, yeah, this dragon's your buddy now. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
why I was
tea is a
playing
useful.
Yugi. Yeah.
I
I'd
need
like
to
to
really
mention
start keeping track of how many
how
draconic allies you have,
It-
because you just made a
Oh,
new
yeah.
friend today as well.
We did?
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna have an army of
Wait.
dragons by the end of this.
I'm gonna let you know while you're
Speaking
telling
like
this
that scene
story.
from Avengers.
Grovod is while you're telling the story, Grovod is super involved. This is really interesting to him. He's just asking me more about it. Just go into detail. This is what he's all about.
Yeah. She'll also tell him about like the random demi plane that they once went to, and how there's like a giant dragon there holding up islands with all the like pseudo dragons and dragon familiars that she has. Let's just say, that was great. She's like telling you about all her dragon friends.
You know you can go back there whenever you want.
Oh yeah, I can. She kind of like looks to everyone and it's like, you want to go there now?
Yeah.
Nope, we don't have time.
I feel like this
No,
probably
I-
isn't the best
no,
place, and she kind
Sakura.
of like
No,
Aw.
keep it in check, because in case the rebellion fails, we can always be like, we were never here, and just bamf out there and wait.
Yeah, we
I
can.
mean-
If it goes badly, we can just retire to the to your Fey Dragon Island. Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Grovod is down whenever there's the shot. He's down.
Nice. Wait, we made a new dragon friend today? The green one.
Sanshi.
Oh, the green.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, when you say that the green one, I say probably not.
Oh,
Probably not.
Did I show you the picture of Zhangxi?
You did.
Green-
You used it in what's it called, the feeder mode.
They have a reputation of being kind of untrustworthy.
No, I mean in its draconic.
Not
ooh,
you.
I
the
don't think
token,
so.
But not the.
Oh my god.
Man, that's Godzilla. We gotta have Godzilla on our side.
That is.
Just waiting
yeah.
for it to show up on the stream.
Oh my Jesus.
Holy moly.
Yeah, sorry,
Kill-
might have underplayed that one a bit.
That is the
Yeah.
world.
I thought
That
you
is
were
the
going to have to
world
fight
ender
it. I
himself.
didn't think you'd make friends with it.
Oh jeez.
I don't think it's Jesus.
Nice.
How is he even supposed to fit in the?
Yeah, that's why I said he was immediately regretting transforming before he
Yeah.
left the Kraken.
and also
It was a-
considering
Well,
our
considering
first two views of him was growing in the stomach and visibly embarrassed, and crawling out of a Kraken's ass.
like, just think about it.
Yeah.
Like,
What an introduction!
just think about it. Be happy that the Kraken is dead. Else, just imagine how painful it must be for the Kraken to basically like give birth to it, or like with those.
He did, my
He
guy.
couldn't transform back and just like easily make his way out.
Yeah, but like, where's the like dramatic effect with that? You know, you just
Yeah.
gotta like go burst out, obviously.
Man.
I'd say he just kind of like squirmed out like a worm in a spaghetti, but
Yeah.
I don't know. For like some reason, I kind of just like pictured like him going really quickly and just like bursting out.
I am so
don't know
excited to
why.
hear new dragon stories. Garrod is gonna be all fucking on that shit.
Yeah, she tells him all about all the adventures with dragons and her, well, how her dad's a tree.
So dad's a tree and then murder mother.
Just
Yeah.
leave it at that. Your dad's a tree. That's it.
I
Nothing
mean,
amiss
technically,
about
he's an
that.
archfey. Like he is the Sakura Forest.
yeah, something like that. I agree.
So technically, he's like all the trees in that forest,
It's
which is
yeah.
really cool. You know.
Yeah,
I-
Grobot, you would have a specific understanding of this, thing as the Sakura Forest sort of leads to the Temple of the Topaz Champion. So
Okay.
you know that forest is known for inhabiting like fey creatures and often elves and things that hide out in that forest because they're not welcome in the rest of Giga.
Does Sakura have elvish, like any elvish not timid?
Traits?
Yeah, traits. That's the word. Traits.
No.
Okay.
I mean, her mom was a human. Her dad was a fae.
Yeah, that's
So like
that's
technically, she's like half fae.
wow.
But then again, this wasn't. This like isn't her original body.
Just,
So it's
all
like
weird.
really complicated.
Yeah, the one part of that what she was explaining to you is that the body that she's in now, the person that used to inhabit that body sacrificed themselves for her to inhabit it instead. They
Oh.
traded a life for a life.
Oh.
Yeah. She got to keep her face and pink hair though, which is nice.
So before I head to bed, because I have to wake up in like 5 hours, we're heading to Tardon next session, right?
Yeah, I think we'll wrap this up saying that you guys, if you are ready to head out, you would be able to take that whole crate and the and all of the scales and everything. If you'd like, you can load them onto the airship if you're taking that. But if you're going via the road, then yeah, we'll rejoin you guys next time as you make your way towards Taton.
You an airship or road?
At least put
Airship.
scale on the airship. We don't have to take it if we don't want to.
Okay.
Airship seems much safer with the crate.
Yeah, and quicker.
All right, airship it is.
Nice.
Okay. And are you going to go to Taton first or to the temple? You made pretty good time today, so assuming he could wait another day if you wanted.
Yeah, let's go to the temple.
Oh,
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I guess we can go straight to the temple. We don't have a lot of time. We have 2 days.
What are
Let
we
me
doing in temple?
Well, that's where the
Watering.
challenge is. That's where the
Oh.
challenge is. Yeah.
Oh, it's the Titan, okay.
Yeah, it's next to the temple.
Yeah,
and,
they're right next to each other. I mean, it's like you could walk between the two.
And then we have to go to Toto eventually to deliver, and then we have to get our fire ring thing.
Yeah. Ooh.
Wherever
Well,
that is.
I'll just need the earth ring after this.
Oh shit! Is that what we need?
The earth?
No, you got your earth
Or
ring.
the
We
void?
got
Oh, we
the-
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it just the fire and water?
That was the bears.
Oh, wind was that one.
It was
Yeah,
the
I've already
Alkin.
done. Then I just need the water because I remember the fire was that big dragon that we fought.
The sapphire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Sapphire
shit!
Dragons.
So they have
Okay.
4.
Some of us
some
have
of
4,
them-
some of us have 3.
Oh, some of them have 4. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Uh,
Z said Estrella was stoned during that last one, she was literally petrified and had been turned to stone, so couldn't participate at that time. And June wasn't
Matt's-
with us then yet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt's had
another
like
guy.
3 different characters, like Ian and then
Joe.
Yuki and then June.
They all
Yeah,
die.
I've had some terrible luck with dice rolls now that I think about it. Well, actually, no. One of them was radiation just murdering me by
Yes.
Sapphire. And then the other one was a natural one on a death save. It was awful.